Ciao ragazzi, welcome to Inter Worldwide. Welcome along to my living room, an unfamiliar location. But hey man, we will take an 8:30 kickoff on a Sunday in Sydney like no tomorrow, won't we, my good friend Bruno Altamore?
Mate, you have no idea how excited I am. It's an 8:30 kickoff. I'm actually fully awake for this fixture.
Yeah,
Like,
I'll be
it's
surprised if
not
there's
setting
anybody else awake
alarms.
around the world. Of course, Biggie's here.
Who else, Yuri?
He's the man. Guys, thank you so much to the 14 people who clicked the video straight away. Make sure you like the video. Let us know where you're coming in from. Did you get plugged from anywhere else? That'd be great. I think it might be because I changed rooms, but I'm not hearing Bruno as loud as I want, so I'm just going to go get my headphones. Be right back, ragazzi. Let's do it.
Yeah, guys, we've got a nice lineup today. Quite surprised Martinez was named as a starter. To be fair, I didn't expect him to actually come on as a starter. I didn't expect him to partake in this game, especially with the fixture with us traveling to Real Madrid shortly. But yeah, so you've got the squad list going on at the bottom. So we'll start from the back. Handanovic in goals. DiMarco taking over Bastoni's place with the Frey and Skriniar, which is going to be interesting. Perisic, Kalonohu, Brozovic, Barella, Damian occupying the midfield, and Martinez and Dzeko up front. So, any surprises there for you, Ed, other than the notable inclusion of Martinez?
Besides DiMarco at left centre back, like he played a lot of his football there for Verona, so I'm not surprised to see him there. I think we're just a little bit more surprised that the lack of transparency in the Bastoni knock. I, for one, knew a couple of days ago he wasn't going to play, but today it sounds like people are a little bit agitated at the fact that I don't know. It just sounds a little last minute for me. But anyway, no point on resting on that. Thanks to the 22 people that are here right now. The ragazzi are going onto the pitch. 8:30 kickoff, man. Like, the only thing I'm going to say it early, because even if I do say it's not an anti-jinx, Bruno, these fixtures very rarely turn out well for us, don't they, bro?
Look, I don't like coming up against Sampdoria. They've provided to be a struggle for us as of late. They were our final defeat prior to us going on that amazing streak last season before we lifted the trophy. And look, we beat them 5-1, but it was wrapped up for both Inter and Sampdoria at both that time. But what I hate more than facing these teams, is facing former Inter players, because we know they know how to step up. And last season we saw Gaeta Balde step up. I just think Candreva's in for a great fixture. But before we get to the game itself, Anth, let's get to some of these comments.
100%, bro. I'm going to the first one from Massis. I can't watch the match and you guys since it's also on YouTube. Forza Inter, even though early games against Samp are always difficult. 100%, bro. Gerald, my friend, says, hey, guys, it's a perfect time for you guys, but early for the boys at 6:30 a.m. for me. I would be sad, but you guys are the real deal doing this almost every game, bruv. Even if there was no lockdown in Sydney, we'd be doing this, man. We absolutely live for it. Nothing that we would rather be doing. Gus, what's going on? 4:30 a.m. from Honduras. Bruv, that's dedication. We feel that. 4:30 a.m. Well done, bro. I resonate. Sup, guys? Barbados up and ready. Yeah, it's a very Caribbean sort of crew up nice and early in this chat. I know my friend Christian Rivas is awake in bed watching it right now. What else we got? Marcus says, love games at this time in Melbourne. Yeah, so my boys down under, we're loving this. The game is on YouTube now, Biggie says. In a couple of continents, I hear that it's being streamed for free if you have like certain connections somewhere, the way YouTube works like a TV station. But I wouldn't have a clue. 25 people here right now. Lineups are there on the pitch, ready to go. Kick off in T-minus 30 seconds. For those that don't know why we're a little bit antsy about this referee, this is Orsato. Doesn't have a great track history with Inter. The last Inter match he officiated was the famous Inter lost to Juventus 3-2, where Pjanic on a yellow card basically elbowed and kneed and hacked Rafinha to the floor all at the same time. Basically didn't ref an Inter game after that. And yeah, this is his first one back. So there is cause to be a little bit concerned, although if the guy's got half a brain, he might even favor us a little bit in this fixture just to push his refereeing career back in the right direction.
Yeah, no, look, I think it's now with VAR and the way they're looking at it, Pjanic would have never gotten away with this, but they've just taken the coin toss. So we're going through.
What's your prediction, Bruno, before they kick the ball off?
2-1 Inter. 2-1
2-1
Inter.
Inter. All right,
But
I'll go
Inter
2-1 as
style.
well. I'll go 2-1 as well. I was going to say 1-1 before kickoff, but if you're optimistic, I'll go optimistic as well. But however, if we do draw this game today, this won't be the end of the world for me. This will be a
Now,
fixture
look,
that
we've got to
drop points
remember,
that drop
guys.
points. It's an inconsistent season. That whole international break that just passed, brother, that was very unnecessary.
Yeah, and not just that, it was the South Americans really kept it late. We saw 2 fixtures over in Spain get postponed due to international South American international break just going too long and players weren't arriving. You would have seen notable absentees from the PSG fixture simply because they played a game 24 hours earlier. Biggie, just your comment. No, it's not an illegal strain. In some countries, they don't actually have television deals with any of the big streamers or broadcasting networks. So essentially, if you're in that country, you're allowed to view it on YouTube. Just to keep it that. Gerald, I love your optimism. 4-2. I'm hoping it's in favour of Inter.
Forza ragazzi, let's go. Come on.
Beautiful kickoff. But yeah, look, Ant, who do you think it needs to step up today for Inter to really shine? Because we did see a couple of our players play absolutely every single minute of their international duty in the midfield.
With Madrid around the corner, you just got to take each game as it comes, one at a time. There's no need to hurry. There's honestly no need to do anything but play our game. And I think it's going to be a big game from Di Marco. He needs to shine. He needs to step up a little bit. Oh, that's poor play already from us, but that's okay. I think just for players like Lautaro and Dzeko, just find the back of the net in any way, shape, or form. Even if it has to come off their cool or off a deflection, goals are like gold at the moment, bro. So I said it midweek, and I said in the match preview, I'm expecting a big game from the likes of Brozovic and Dzeko. I think they'll step up as well as Skriniar. But it remains to be seen, man. Some of our players have had very optimistic international duty. They've been big up by their manager. I hope Samir Handanovic doesn't make a mistake today, Bruno.
Look, after Juventus and Schnezi incidences, I'm sort of swaying towards being very grateful for Handanovic in goals.
Yeah. Great flick there. Well done. Boys, knocking the ball around decent in midfield. I just want us to gel and get into this game properly. Don't leave anything too open at the back. Stay tight, and eventually, if it comes down to 50-50s and if it comes down to ones and zeros, we should get the better of the chances and we should be able to convert them. That's what I'm banking on. I think if it wasn't for Bastoni getting injured, you would have seen Di Marco start at left wing back today, not Perisic. But that's all right.
I don't know. I think this is a good chance for our boys to actually get some game time in before Real Madrid in the Champions League this week.
You just cut out then, man. I didn't hear what you said. As Inter just turned the ball over. That's all right. Inter's like they're pressing a little bit, making sure that Sampdoria don't spend too much time on the ball. However, as long as they can break one or two lines, Sampdoria, they will have space in that midfield. And then Inter are in a little bit of a hurry to get back. So, I mean, just control the game. Keep it tight. King Darian, what time's our stream at?
We just got to play.
2 minutes 50, man. We're in early days, so unless we're far behind. What's going on, brother Mo? Always good to see you, my man. Gerald. Sorry, I can't keep my eyes off the game. Cal turns up. We win by 100 goals at the cost of him turning down versus Real Madrid, though. Who's Cal? Oh, Çalhanoğlu. Yeah, man, he could be a silent killer today. Big up to the 28 people here. Good to see that many people tuning in at what I know for a fact is a very inconvenient time in the world for everywhere but here. Oh, well. Horrible turnover, man. Come on, boys. Pay attention. There's absolutely no need for this. So Inter on the back foot about 3.5 minutes in.
Wow, what a miss.
Fuck me, man.
What a miss. Is it Damsgaard?
Oh, what the fuck, boys? Come on.
Was that Damsgaard?
I think so. No, it's not. Who's meant to be marking him there? He just gets away from De Vrij at the end.
Ah, that's Thornsby.
I'm telling you guys, this is going to be a tough game, man. This is going to be a level up from our previous two fixtures. It is going to be a level up. DeMarco looking shaky early on. That's okay. Only 4 minutes in, guys. Let the boys grow into the game.
I don't like them playing at the back like this.
Playing out from the back, yeah, not without Bastoni, with someone in the back three that's unfamiliar to them. Great little flick on there, man. Was that? Oh, I don't know who that was, but go Barella, great ball. Go Matty Dams. You got to love Damian, bro. You got to love Damian.
Too heavy. We've been missing him.
Damian.
Yeah, he's so underrated in my eyes. I don't understand how he does not get a call up to the national team.
Your stream's, I think, 1 to 2 seconds before mine. Are you using Optus?
No. KO.
Oh, yeah, that's right. See, bro, I'm confused. I wasn't even using KO yesterday. I was using Bet365 because I was on there checking my account and I saw that the Napoli Juve game was on there, so I clicked it. I'm like, oh, they've added commentary. They've added HD. This is fantastic. All I've got to do is zoom in on my screen.
No, it's they're getting coverage everywhere these days. But if we're Kandreva, come on, no,
we're just giving him too much space, bro.
Oh.
Sato already having a mare. Big up to the 30 people here right now. Drop a like. Let us know where you're coming in from. How do you feel about the game so far? It's a little bit nerve-wracking. 35, actually. Nice. Thanks a lot, guys. Share the video all over the social platforms. Let us know where you've come from. Facebook, Twitter. 6.5 minutes in. Inter looking a little bit erratic, but, still fired up. I hate when Samir Handanovic wears a hat. Like we're not nervous enough already. You're going to tell us you're not confident with the sun.
I don't like this free kick.
Me either.
Kandreva, we know what he's capable of.
You can never expect this game against Samp to be easy, bro. Ever. It's never easy. It's the furthest game from easy.
Oof. Beautiful defense. Solid. I forgot we got Dumfries in the team. Yeah, look, Gerald, I got to agree with you to an extent. But I think Inzaghi may be saving Dumfries a bit for Champions League. We don't need to risk too much. If we go behind or if we're falling behind, maybe bring him on. But I don't see the need to bring Dumfries on and have a full strength squad when we're coming up against Real Madrid. And we got to remember, Real Madrid are playing after us tonight, so we do have a bit more of a rest. But is it in Madrid this first fixture? Yeah.
Sorry. The first fixture is in Madrid. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is.
Yeah. So first fixture's in Madrid, so they play after us, but we got to travel. So
yeah,
I think Inzaghi's playing his cards smart.
I think so, bro. We've got the depth to rotate, man. We've got Vidal still on the bench tonight as well. Gagliardini is there. Alexis Sanchez is there. Look how many players Juve had out. Look how many players are missing for other sides. We're not in a position to make any sort of excuses. Alaba and Bale are injured, by the way, Gerald says. That's interesting. Oh, he says Inter at home. Sorry, my bad. For some reason, I thought we were away. I think
we were pot one. forget we
I
were
saw a
top one.
graphic, and Madrid's graphic was like above ours on the picture, like in terms of layering. That'd be
Well,
right, even if we
Gerald,
are the
you're
top,
up to date
even
with
if
it.
we are top one.
I think the bigger loss is for Alaba being injured, only because they've lost their centre back pairing of Ramos and Varane, and Alaba was quite solid back there helping out. So him being injured, it probably plays into the hands of Martinez, Dzeko, Correa. But it's you're playing Real Madrid. You can never write them off.
Big up 39 people in the chat right now. Like the video. Let us know where you're coming from, what platform you've clicked from. Benvenuti to the channel. If you are new, like and subscribe.
How good
Inter
is it
and
seeing fans
Sampdoria.
in stadiums?
Yeah, it's very good. Let's just defend this corner properly. This team is making me nervous as shit on the counter attack tonight. I'm already
I feel
preparing for that
penalty. I just feel
incredible
a penalty
1-all.
coming.
Love it. Inter are back, ladies and gentlemen. I can just sense mistakes galore coming tonight. Corner taken by Sampdoria, whipped in, whipped back out. Still a chance. We need to cover quickly.
Nah. Goal kick.
No chance. Great to see fans back. Yeah, bro. Absolutely great to see fans. You know who played really well in the Premier League last night?
Ronaldo.
Well, yeah, besides that freak of nature. Tomiyasu had a really good game for Arsenal. Arsenal were quite crap,
Yes.
but Tomiyasu played well, man. I hope he keeps going.
Look, Arsenal were lucky to get the goal, but yeah, Tomiyasu, a fantastic purchase, but I just don't want to see him struggle at
I
Arsenal
don't
because of.
trust them. I don't trust them, bro. They treat some of their talent that they get from overseas like crap. They ran Lucas Torreira, a guy who, in my opinion, was a top 3 defensive midfielder in Serie A for 2 seasons in a row. They ran him out of the league pretty much. Ooh, good pressure from Inter.
We've got a guest here, and
Offside. Oh, I don't want to let that guy in. I don't know what he looks like. My mom told me don't speak to strangers. Nah, just kidding. How you going, bros?
Good evening, everybody. How are we all?
Good, man.
Oh, look.
How good are these kickoff times, bro? I get used to these.
This is gone.
Far out.
Is that a
Wonder how everyone
shower?
else is feeling.
I'm just thought I just saw the live go up. I thought, I didn't know you guys were doing a live tonight, so I might jump in.
Yeah, bro.
Oh, well,
I
I'm
gotta
going to
check
go
this one out.
bathroom quickly, so I'll be right back.
Simone!
What have I missed?
So far just scrappy, bro, as you'd expect. We've got, see, the way that we're set up, man, if you take one of our back 3 out, there's a little bit of a miscommunication and there's a little bit of lack of fluidity there, which to be expected. DeMarco would prefer to be a left wing back or a full back in a back 4 than a centre back, that's for sure. But still willing to let him grow into the game as we take the ball back in midfield. Brozovic, he's going to win that ball back from a foul. Well done. So, yeah, as long as we can keep our cool and keep our head, like I said to Bruno, I'm hoping that we get the majority of the good chances and we can bury 1 or 2 of them, bro. And that's where I think this game will be won. You know, it's our 3rd game of the season. It's been a really shit international break. No player really wanted to be on it. They thought, thought they deserved some more time with their clubs. Clubs aren't playing great. If we were to drop points tonight, it wouldn't be the end of the world. It's just the manner in which we play the next 90 minutes, bro. The next 80 minutes, man. See if we can keep it together and go hard.
Yeah, 100%. It's good to see fans back at the San Siro again. Sorry, I know we're not at the San Siro. Sorry, back in the back at the games again. Look at the atmosphere. Even the
ball chipped over the top. Skriniar corner for Inter. Dai ragazzi bene. Bravi. Come on.
I love how our centre backs are getting more involved in the play now under Inzaghi. There's a lot more freedom and fluidity in the team.
I was about to say, man, like earlier, they're bringing the ball up earlier. They're pushing forward earlier as well. They're not waiting until we've got the ball deep in enemy territory. It's nice. It's just that we also look a little bit weak when we transition on the counter attack, which makes a lot of sense with the point that we just made. Anyway, corner to Inter, 13 and a half minutes into the game. Let's see if Hakan can do anything here. Just beat your first man, bro. Don't embarrass yourself. Corner taken by Hakan. Brozovic collects back post. We keep the ball. What are you watching on, man, KO?
Okay, I think I'm about 15 seconds ahead of you.
All right, cool.
I did not know Martinez started, so that's nice to see. Corner from Brozovic.
Well done, boys. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. 3 wins out of 3 this season would feel incredibile. It is not an easy thing to achieve in the current climate of football.
Ooh, not bad.
Yeah, I'll try to
Decision taken, made clear.
I'm like 20 seconds behind you, bro.
Yeah. I'll let you commentate then.
Yeah, I'm not watching your face, so just try not to give anything away. But all good. Doesn't really matter.
Yeah. Anyway, I'll pass back for next.
How's everyone going out there tonight? Well, how do we feel about the international break? Are we sick of it so early into the season? What are we thinking?
Did I miss anything? I come back. Martinez is on the floor, injured.
No.
Yeah, so you miss nothing new then.
Just a little slap on the face.
Oh no, that's a red card.
Yeah, 100%.
Look, while we're here, let's talk a bit of Serie A in general. Anyone realize the biggest mistake of the transfer market in Ronaldo leaving and the direct correlation of Juventus sitting third last in relegation?
Calma. Be careful. What we say in our private WhatsApp messages should not be brought onto
No,
you.
but
I'm just
there's
kidding.
a correlation between Ronaldo leaving and Juventus just struggling.
Moise Kean thought he was still playing Lithuania. He thought he was facing the other end of the field, bro. It happens, man. It happens.
I missed their game. How did they actually play?
Look, they were riddled with absentees from international duty, as well as they're planning on playing Champions League this week. So I never predicted them to win this, but it's just that when the shoe's on the other foot, you got to always make mention of it.
Well,
oh my God! DiMarco just scored a banger of a motherfucking free kick. Holy shit! Holy crap! Holy crap!
I'm delayed, so I'm waiting for it to happen on mine.
It just happened on me.
Holy shit!
Wow!
Oh my days!
Oh,
Gerald, I thought you were right there. I thought it was Hakan's for all money. Wasn't that coming from nowhere?
what a fucking goal!
Wow. I wish we could show you guys.
Oh my goodness! Holy hell!
That view.
Oh,
sorry about that. I did not see that
one.
coming. You know why I was so surprised? I barely saw him. The way I'm watching the TV, the light sort of shining. I was just watching Hakan the whole time. And then out of nowhere, this entity just goes bang.
I didn't even notice him.
Oh my God, bro. That's one of the best goals of the season all over Europe so far. That is incredible. That is a peach. Forza Di Marco. Forza Di Marco.
who was talking shit about DeMarco starting? Who was talking shit about DeMarco starting? I honestly, I think Gerald said it. I was watching Hakan. I didn't even pay attention to DeMarco.
1-0 per l'Inter inside. 18 minutes, ragazzi. Dai, come on. We were not playing great football, all right? We scored from a set piece. Important to know that. So protect this nicely. Of course it doesn't matter. And now we've got a real chance to play tactically the way that we want to play. Let them come at us a little bit more, but don't sit too deep. Get the right players between the right lines. Let's go. Love it, love it, love it.
Well,
What time was the game? The goal scored at 17th minute?
17th minute, yeah. Big up to the 22 people that are sticking around with us for this game. I understand people would be watching the game. It's at a horrible time for people, most people in the world, but to still have this little core of people joining us for the watch along is very, very nice. Come on, boys. Bruno, you know me well, bro. I never get up at 1-0, man. I never cheer at 1-0.
Yeah, but when you... Oh, my God, what a bad back pass.
Yeah.
Oh, no, just Honda. If you've done your homework, just clear the fucking ball.
Federico De Marco here. He
on
arrived.
the name, getting himself a jersey. I love it.
Yeah, one of the group chats I'm in just turned around and put it perfect. It was a postage stamp. He put the postage stamp in the top corner. That's it. Oh wow. This was wow. I don't even know what to say there. And all from a Martinez slap in the face.
Yeah, exactly.
This thing was slap in the face.
Ragazzi, defend hard. Come on. Now you're the most vulnerable. Now we do not want mistakes. Stay focused. Keep your shape.
Koulibaly, look, I haven't seen DiMarco play enough. But, I've heard a fair few people say his left foot is a cheat code. There's something wrong with that left foot of his. So it's good to see actually happening. But we're eating.
I think you scared me more than anything, bro, because I thought we were still ahead of you.
Yeah, no, man. What I did was I got the PlayStation controller and I just clicked re-go to live. I was about 17 seconds behind.
Oh, you were? Okay.
Yeah. And it caught up like straight away as well.
Let me check mine.
Stay tight, boys. Stay tight. Big up to everybody in the chat. If you're new to the channel, always let me know. Let us know who you are. Play on play advantage. Oh, it's a decent ball from Hakan to open up some space for Perisic on the left-hand side.
Yeah, but look, if we can survive, if we can get to half-time with the lead, we're in a good position.
And
still very early. Right.
You know,
Perisic.
Yeah, it's not so much that. It's Inter traditionally, when we score is when we're at our most vulnerable. That was a terrible tackle. Yellow card. Yep.
Yellow card for who? Brozovic?
Brozovic yellow.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I just caught up on that.
As long as we get these contracts renewed in like the next 2 months or so, you get that Barella bump, that Lautaro and Brozovic bump, will be sweet. Because like there's only let's be honest, like when you really break it down, there's only 2 players in this squad that are untouchable for me, and that's Barella and Bastoni. If Lautaro scores 27, 28 goals this season and someone comes with 100 mil, you take that at the end of this season like no tomorrow. Get 25, 30, invest in Raspadori, somebody else, and you're good.
I think at the end of the day, we're looking at a great squad with a great relationship between everyone. There's a great balance between age and maturity as well as youth. And I think even keeping Vidal this season is gonna play wonders for the squad.
Yeah.
Especially with a coach who may potentially need direction and isn't as well defined as what Conte was.
Yeah.
And you look to your more mature and your more experienced players for some guidance, and it plays a big part.
It's been really nice to see Vidal get integrated into the squad and being one of the first substitutes that Inzaghi can go to. His maturity, let's just hope he stays up with his discipline and all that too.
That's fantastic defensive pressure from Inter, man. That's fantastic pressure. That should be a free kick. I played advantage.
And it's been good to see he's probably got a second lease of his compared to what he had last year. He's got a lot more of that freedom, which we didn't have under Conte last year. So Inzaghi's giving him that freedom, the whole team.
For sure, man. I love seeing Nico Barella bust in that midfield with the ball, man. He's very
Well,
he's very hard to contain, bro.
Yeah,
You
cool.
give him half a second.
Ooh.
Yeah, he's a bit delayed, Jono.
That's all right, man.
Sorry.
No, don't be.
We shouldn't have played advantage there.
No, we shouldn't have. We fucking shouldn't have. But Hakan wanted it.
Oh, look, if anyone can put it in the back, it's Hakan. But I think if history is anything to go by, Brozovic is coming off at halftime after picking up that yellow. Inzaghi just does not risk players.
You bring Sensi on for him, right? Oh my God. Come on, boys. Pay attention. Good cross in from Sampdoria, but like the first one with the free header, we failed to really deal with it. Sampdoria are going to be pests in the box today, man. It's hard to keep a lid on Chicho Caputo. It's hard to keep a lid on Fabio. We know how good he is. You pretty much got two fox in the boxes right there for Sampdoria. Two guys that know how to really get away from their defenders. It's going to be tough. What are they complaining
And not just
about?
that, you've also got talisman like Andreva on the wing who can really whip in a ball, as us Inter fans know.
Are these cooling breaks like just going to be maintained?
It just depends on temperature and weather. This is 8 hours behind. So this is a midday game in Italy. So it's in the peak of the heat. So, it's not something that's ideal. It's ideal for Inter because the momentum, although we're winning, I think is shifting still with Sampdoria. But it's really not. It shouldn't have a place in the game. Vidal celebrating the goal.
Yeah.
Gotta love it.
Oh, he likes
Di
his
Marco
team,
celebrating
bro.
with the team.
You know, I remember when he was at Bayern Munich, his son, this leaked throughout like some Inter forums, his son was like doing a video live stream. I think his son games or something. Someone asked him a question. He goes, do you know where your dad's going next? And he goes, my dad has always told me there's only a couple other clubs he's going to. The first one's Barcelona and the other one's Inter. And this is while he was at Bayern Munich. His son would have only been about 8 or 9 years old. I'm not making this up. I swear to God, I've seen the video and the kid's just like looking at the camera and he leans in nice and close and he goes, Barcelona, Inter, like that. And this is before he's gone to Barcelona from Bayern Munich. True story.
I would have never guessed that he would have even considered us before, because obviously that was before Conte. Why, like being a Juventini?
Yeah, exactly right. Cooling break sounds good.
I think Inzaghi, he just looks so cool, calm, and collected.
He does.
He's not a Conte. He understands people can't get blamed for absolutely everything.
Yeah. And you can see the joy in that. You can see the joy in the players. They're like after the first couple of games, you can tell that they're actually enjoying their football. You think they're enjoying their football a bit more.
What's Caputo going on about?
I don't know, but they've restarted play, so they need to start it. Like there's nothing to look at there. And Perisic is just telling me, it's like, just relax, man. Restart the game.
I honestly don't understand it, to be honest. Like, we've got VAR for a reason now.
But still, man, you know, like the teams, like the more you surround the ref, the more you just fucking, yeah.
Balletti halftime sub, the balls a coach must have. What's Gerald mean by that?
What did he do? Let me have a look.
I don't know what he did at halftime. I watched a lot of Premier League and League One last night. I didn't watch any Serie A. Nothing captivated me. I just really wanted to see Ronaldo shine.
He took Elmas off.
Sampdoria with the ball in midfield, maintaining a lot of possession. We look a little shaky here. We've just let them into the box again. Good chance, well cleared out by Inter. I'm not liking this 1-0 thing. Like, you know, when you're 1-0 with the team that we had last year, your whole focal point on your game is defending leads and stuff like that. I don't know if this team really knows how to do that. I don't want it to get deep into the game still at 1-0. I'll end up having Spalletti PTSD.
No, I've got faith. I've got faith in this team.
Well played, well controlled, boys. Keep it nice and tight.
Ooh. They're going for the long balls over the top.
Yeah.
I've actually got a lot of confidence in our defense, though.
I agree.
Especially after Louis van Gaal. beautiful comments about our beautiful defender, as well as Skriniar. What can you say about him? Eek.
Oh, we've got the best defense in the league. Everybody knows that.
Yeah, and you know what? You can interchange them with other players, and we're still doing great things. What's this video? Let's have a look. Come on, boys, show me this video.
The wall. Absolutely. You can't go under the wall. You've got to go over it or through it.
Well done, boys. Inter pressing pretty well, but just got to maintain it in midfield. Once we let that ball get too forward.
It's going to be Sivaco. It's a quite simply magnificent goal.
Keep possession. Keep possession. Well done, Dzeko, with a fantastic looking. It was looking good from that angle. Careful now.
I've been really impressed with Dzeko. He's the engine on him. He even had a pretty good international break as well.
He gets, he's a striker that likes to get a lot of chances because he doesn't necessarily bank all of them, especially at this age.
But that was the thing, that the running that he's got, at his age.
Oh, what a great pass.
When did Matty gain Hakimi speed? I'm not sure if he gained Hakimi speed or
Dai
something.
Toro, dai Toro, che bello El Toro. Well done. Look at that. Fantastic run from Lautaro Martinez to get played through from the Inter backline. Takes a fantastic touch, and then you know that the best result you can get from that is a corner. So what does he do? He fires it point blank as hard as he can into a position to force the keeper into a very, very erratic save. Corner for Inter. Well done for Toro.
Yeah, and you could just see that was textbook last year. A great play. It's in their muscle memory, some of these players. And just that fake shot attempt just gave him that extra half a second to allow him to get that shot off cleanly.
32 minutes into the match, ragazzi. Thank you for sticking with us on Inter Worldwide for this particular live stream today. 21 people still here at the moment. Very nice to be with you all. Sampdoria 0, Inter 1. Let's see if we can keep this up. I'll take the 1-0 lead at halftime and let the boys regroup.
Yeah, like I said, I think if Inter can go into the break halftime 1-0, they'll come out with a completely different game plan, and you'll see a different Inter in this second half. But they do look shaky. They don't look the most confident. They haven't got the momentum that they had pre-international break, and that's what international break does to you sometimes. And we've got another one in 3 weeks' time, so
yeah,
it could ruin some of your momentum.
Absolutely.
And some teams it doesn't impact. You look at some of the teams in the Serie,
Sampdoria being rewarded for their patience. Very, very well done. They move the ball around very nicely. They're rewarded with a corner here. Honestly, man, they looked so good in their fixture against Milan. I watched that game and they deserved more from their draw against Sassuolo. As I said in the match preview with Vitor Doria, this one is going to be tough. There's a lot of quality in this Sampdoria side. Corner to them now. Let's see how Inter defend this because we've looked a little shaky. Ball goes in. Brozovic tries to get it out. I don't know why Handanovic isn't coming to collect that. And it's deflected. Boys, you're not going to like what you see. 1-1, deflected goal, Sampdoria. A horrible scrap at the back. It's a textbook goal for Inter to concede. 1-1. Honestly, not the goal you want to concede. That's a textbook Inter goal to concede at the back.
And you can't blame...
I'm sick of this fucking goalkeeper, bro.
You cannot blame Handanovic for that. You cannot blame Handanovic for that.
Why doesn't he come out and try and come the ball a little bit earlier the first time it comes in off the header? It literally floats in the air for about 10 seconds.
But how many times has he done that and he's gotten caught?
Come out 11 yards further than that and get a foul for milking it. Just come out and collect the ball with some fucking confidence, bro. That's close enough to go out and get the ball. That's close enough for you to go out and make a play at that ball.
Who was that? Is that Perisic or Dzeko?
Dzeko.
Handanovic had that covered until Dzeko got the touch.
But I think Amp's right. That header that went in first before it come back out, Handanovic should have definitely came out for that. He should have cleared that up.
Yep.
A world-class goalkeeper dominates their box, and we don't have that anymore, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Look, I gotta disagree. There's been too many times where Handanovic has jumped out and it's cost us dearly. And we saw it last season where he jumped out and he dropped the ball. Ooh, is he playing advantage? No, nothing here. You know, he's come out and he's dropped the ball. So at the end of the day, it's the Thornsby gets a yellow. You know, you criticize him if he does, you criticize him if he doesn't. He could not have done anything to stop that. Once Dzeko's deflection comes in, it just throws you off.
Yeah, but I still think he should have taken it before it got to that point.
Should have made an attempt, but well, I'm not surprised anymore. I'm not surprised that the standards have slipped to the point where we look now. That's all right.
We really need to shut this game out by the 70th minute because we got to look towards Real Madrid. We can't have Martinez playing full-length games. Dzeko at his age. Just no. I feel there's lack of communication at the back with this Inter squad at the moment.
Oh, there's definitely like players can't really read each other's body language and mannerisms and maneuvers the way we could last year. I'm just looking at this again, man. Oh, that goal does not need to happen. It's just a typical goal that would not have happened last season. Come on, boys. Need to come back stronger now.
That's...
Nope.
This is not what I want to see in my team. What are you doing? There just looks like there's no urgency in this squad. You know Sampdoria is going to be happy to sit back and take the point.
Yeah, but it's still first half. The game has to open up eventually in the second half. That's what I mean, bro. I didn't even expect to be up. That DeMarco goal was against the run of play as well. We have not looked like putting the ball in the back of the net all game so far.
Other than the Chalanohu shot, we've really had nothing in open play, that is.
Marcus, I think you might be right there. Games like this, we need Rodri in. How is he meant to develop if you can't get a game?
Yeah.
Cosimo. Bruno, you're right. 2 defenders were there.
Thanks, Zil. Yeah, Marcus, like Jonathan was saying, yeah, we need Radu in, but at the same time, it's not a game like this we need Radu in. We need Radu in the Copa. You need to blood him into this team slowly, because although some people may see the goalkeeping, the role of a goalkeeper to simply just save the ball, you got to remember Handanovic is our captain. So he does a lot more than just simply sit back and catch a ball, try and stop a ball from going into the back of the net. And there's a lot of communication that happens between him and the back three. And you'll notice the best defenders in the world have an amazing goalkeeper behind them, instructing them, advising them, and talking to them. And Handanovic has done exactly that. He might not have the reflex that he used to, but look at Juventus and their back three. You had Buffon back there talking away, getting them in line, and they're just formidable.
Yeah. Sampdoria controlling most of the tempo here at the moment. We're going to have to come out a different Inter in the second half.
Does that mean Correa?
Yeah. It means something. Definitely means something. I have faith that we'll see us attack a lot more in the second half. We need to.
I think first move I'd make is Brozovic off. Since that yellow card, I don't think he's been involved.
No, and that's textbook Inzaghi. He'll take him straight off.
It does seem like we're just holding out till half time.
Yeah, Gerald, Bastoni present surely missed, but at the same time, we wouldn't have scored that goal if Bastoni was in the team, because there's no way Bastoni's taking the free kick. You gotta take your wins with your losses, and great corner. We need to integrate. We're talking about integrating Radu, but at the same time, it's good when you lose defenders like this. And one of our best, we've had injuries throughout the season that caused players to come into the team. I'm not sure if you boys remember Eriksson coming into the squad due to an injury.
Yeah.
And he just never left.
Ooh, very close. Unlucky.
I hate that you're ahead of me now.
I know.
I think only just.
He hasn't even taken the kick for me yet. Right now.
Yeah. Is that the fry?
Skriniar.
Skriniar.
Yeah, Kulibaba, Correa, speed, definitely something that we do need. But it's one of those things where, I think this halftime talk is going to be something.
Oh, it has to be, bro. We need to come out in this second half and really show some tooth. Because besides that DiMarco free kick, we've been really just beta. There's been nothing scary about us, really, besides a couple of decent runs from Damian.
Hey, boys, what's your thought on this?
I told him Jefferson need chemistry take time.
I think it's a great point by Marcus. Just saying.
It is because El Toro found the best partner possible with Lukaku. Their sort of chemistry is very hard to replace. That's a great. Oh, I thought that was a good steal. How is that a foul?
But you can see Correa and El Toro have got their chemistry from Argentina and all that too. Like they had a very good couple of games together as well. Combined, helped each other with their goals and that too.
That was terrible refereeing.
That was terrible refereeing from Orsato, man. Absolute dick.
How was that not?
That was a shirt pull, but at the same time, he milked it.
I reckon we need. I like what Gerald says here, bro. I was just thinking, man, we need Sensi, and a real good Stefano Sensi can unlock this game really, really well.
I agree with Sensi for Brozo, but I don't want us to show all our cards. And Vidal for Cholonohu, well, do we want Vidal to perform against Real or do we want him to perform here? Dumfries for Perisic, let's get him on if need be.
What a run from Barella. Oh, holy hell, if that goal stands, that's a very good goal. El Toro makes it 2-1. That is a phenomenal fucking goal. Excuse my language.
That hasn't happened yet. Yet.
I'm sorry, boys.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my God, Nico.
Oh,
I just don't want them to pull it back. I don't want them to pull it back for a foul. They might pull it back. Yeah, they're going to pull it back. It's a massive foul from Hakan. He bumps him off the shoulder. I reckon it is.
I don't think it's a foul.
if they're going to reverse it, they have to reverse it really, really quickly, because the on-call decision is that, look, for me personally, I'm just going to say it. It looks like he bumps him, but because the on-field call is that it wasn't, I don't know. Let's see what they decide to do. This is an interesting call.
Oh no! Do you know what? He fouled him. I don't know if you saw that one, but there was a nice foot into the back of, I think, Hakan's legs. But
they only showed that. Yeah, they only showed that contact once. So I don't know if they're still looking at that.
Nah.
Oh, really? Man, forgive me. I'm only saying it because of what happens in Serie A lately. Like they're giving away. They're reversing calls for a lot less than that.
I'm not counting. Yeah, there you go. It's counts.
Beautiful.
You see my point though, gentlemen, right? Like that, like to see how they called a foul on Hakan before. That was about 4 times worse what he just did in midfield than the one that they pulled it back for.
Yeah, definitely.
So that's a brilliant. So yeah, well done. Que bello goal. Great steal from Hakan. Incredible run and ball from Nico Barella. That's just world class, as we all know he can do. And that finish from Toro is also world class. That's 2 world class players, man, doing world class things. 2-1 Inter. Like the video. We're getting to halftime in the lead, I think.
Well, I love the live aspect of updating that and putting 2 for Inter. You know, but yeah.
Whoever's on Facebook, like the stream, like and share the stream, guys. Let's get this happening up. This second half is going to be fire.
Come on, if he gives that free kick, we should have not had our goal stand.
Exactly. We just need to clear Martinez the ball.
If he's asking for a free kick there, well, our goal should not have stood. But it was Grinta, and it was Grinta that with.
I feel like it's second half for some reason. Bloody hell, backs against the wall level shit, and it's only half time.
You know what, Anth? The fact that you're ahead sometimes really makes me happy, because I see the ball going into the Inter box or them attacking. I haven't seen you react, so I'm like, all right, so nothing happened.
In the second half, I'm going to pause my video and make sure that we're all on the same one.
Yeah. But it was a fantastic. We can critique this team all we want, but that control from Barella was phenomenal. And that finish from Martinez was just, I felt that was a textbook Conte play. Back against the wall, get him on the counter.
Bruv, when I think of the best box-to-box midfielders of all time, Nicola Barella is the best. No, I'm just kidding. He's not the best just yet. But when I think of the best box-to-box midfielders of all time, when I think of your Roy Keanes and your Patrick Vieiras, those sort of players, man, Nico Barella is an absolute gem. He's an absolute gem, bro. This guy covers so much bloody ground. He picks the ball up. I don't even need to say it, bro. He just keeps doing shit to the point where we're not even surprised anymore. This is normal Barella behavior.
Who's the last?
Guys, halftime is 1-2 well, this was our predicted score, Anth. You said full time. I think I predicted halftime. But yeah, 2-1 is the halftime score, with Yoshida cancelling DeMarco's goal out. Phenomenal goal, followed by Martinez's beautiful finish. But guys, I don't think we deserve 2-1 lead going into halftime.
We don't. I'm not happy. Do I look happy? Do any of us look happy? Look at us. We look so upset just for a second.
I just think these are the wins where you look back on and say we didn't deserve it. And then
Arturo, sorry, I just thought it was important to speak out. Arturo and Simone Inzaghi talking like in a conversation. So very important to point out that we'll see Arturo for sure, because managers, as we know, only have a certain limited amount of minutes at halftime, and usually they calculate how they're going to dividend their minutes. So expect to see Arturo come in, and it's another surprise for me, Bruno, because he was one of the more fatigued players on international duty and the ones that came back the latest.
Yeah, definitely. But look, I'm going to be a bit selfish here, so let's have a quick, guys. Tim Eidstein, What an effing assist. And we're talking about Barello, guys. Now, before we go into the assist, guys, if you head over to our sister channel of Football Worldwide, you'll be able to catch Tim in his we've released 2 episodes of the Conversation Starter so far. He's addressed the best jerseys and the worst jerseys of the 2021-22 season. So head over there, guys. Give Tim a like, subscribe, share it around, because it was a great episode. There've been 2 fantastic episodes, and there's definitely more to come. But yeah, well, talking about the assist, we'll get back to that. Jonathan, what do you think of Inter from a perspective of how we've returned from international break?
You can see that the team hasn't definitely been together for a while. Not having our South American players there compared to, and I think they only arrived back on Saturday. So they had one, Friday, and they had one training session on Saturday before the game today. The fluidity is just not there. They look a bit disjointed. If we get through this game, it's going to go through, a little bit of individual class compared to what we've been able to expect from this team in the past 12 to 18 months. So 2-1, I'll take it at the moment. But yeah, like you mentioned before, we definitely don't deserve it. That's for sure.
Yeah, and I also got to say, if you look at how everything is in regards to international duty, there's a fatigue factor, but we've also got we've also got Champions League coming up as well. So, there needs to be a balance, and as much as you want to, and we've seen FIFA and their stance on supporting the Premier League's decision in not allowing South American players to travel due to quarantining issues and so forth. I think we're going to start seeing the end of these repetitive international breaks, which just the start of the season is the most congested part of the season, because you have domestic cups, you have your domestic league, you've got international breaks, as well as the biggest chunk of the Europa League and the Champions League. So you've got a massive, for a team like Inter, Juventus, your Manchester Cities, your PSGs, etc., you've got players participating in absolutely everything. And if you have a look at it, even England, they've got that many different domestic competitions. Chelsea, I think this month have 6 games, and they've only played 1 so far, and we're the 12th. So it's gonna start causing problems and issues. And do you think Inter's done enough in the transfer market to sustain and move forward in regards to they've got the depth?
Yeah, I think we do. And as we come in, Mo, dissecting this first half, as we but just to finish my point, I think we have covered enough to be able to cover what we needed. I still think we need a defender, like a straight out centre back. But in saying that, I definitely think that we've got a lot of depth all over the park now. Not just depth, we've got quality of depth. So yeah.
Yeah, look, I definitely think so, but I think we just need. So we'll just go to a couple of the comments, because they do make a lot of comments in regards to our first half here. So that Kandreva cross spam, Sampdoria exposes the left wing of Inter, Perisic struggling. Look, Perisic, Brozovic, a lot of these players played a lot of minutes in the international break, and you know what? I'm sorry, but Sampdoria's caliber, their team, and caliber really don't have that international pedigree where they've virtually had 2 weeks in camp, training, getting their team together and everything. We're a world-class team. This is the way world-class teams win. Individual brilliance is saving us so far, Gerald. I am loving the chat so far. You are talking about it. Some people say the Serie is boring. Masab, The only thing stopping us from defending this title is Samir Handanovic. Mo, I will throw it to you. Welcome to the live stream of the Inter Talk. Was that goal Handanovic's fault, or when it comes to deflections, are we just Are we looking for a scapegoat as Inter fans?
Yes, I feel like everybody's just looking for a scapegoat. Yes, the ball was high. The second ball, the goalie sometimes should come out, but I don't think it was high enough for Handanovic to come collect it, and it was congested. And if he came out and then he didn't get it, it would have been, oh, why did you come out? It's not that high. It's a congested area. It's exactly that. It's now, and then the deflection. You see, Dzeko is in the middle of the 6 yard. Yes, I know the man can challenge and Handanovic, and we talked about it last season, but I think this is just an unlucky goal because even Yoshida did not have a great that connection with the ball. It was if Dzeko did not touch that ball, Handanovic would have collected it and we have moved on.
Yeah, look, I got to agree 150%. He was in the perfect position, and you can't change your footing at the speed of light. You cannot have that sort of reaction speed to change that. King Darian, one of Inter Worldwide's regulars, thank you for tuning in. Inter's goals were pure class. Yes, Inter did score 3 goals that half, so they all were pure class. Dzeko did get that own goal, but it was awarded to Yoshida because it was initially.
But I wanna ask you guys something. You don't, to be honest, I just wanna. You don't think that second goal, that push from
No.
Hakan is in the back, not in the shoulder? Because that there is an angle. There is an angle that they had the replay.
No, so I feel if we go back a season, that's not a goal. But they've come to understand that you cannot dissect every single action and every single, because there were points where last season we're going back to the other side of the field where the goalkeeper interfered in something and it's just causing too much play, too much delay. So that wasn't. Now, I said it live as it was happening. If Osarto called a whistle on Martinez's foul just outside the box, it was very similar to what Hakan did. He let it go, and I think that was the right thing to do. It was soft. But you also got to understand the individuals. So referees, they do study players before games, and they know. You know, you look at Luis Suarez, you see him in the box, you got to be wary. Is he going to fall over? You look at Hornsby, he has known to do this. So I think I am glad it stood. Was it a foul? It could have been a foul, but it also could have been given not a foul. I'm glad it stood. They went with the referee's on-field decision. I feel maybe Sampdoria may have been a bit half-assed, ripped off when it came to the slap in the face to Martinez. But let's go to this comment here. Tim brought up, have you boys touched on the idea of a World Cup every 2 years? And you'll probably catch more in-depth conversation on Football Worldwide. But we will talk about it now because it is something. World Cup every 2 years, UEFA is extremely against it because that will eliminate the Euros. But is the World Cup every 2 years something you want to see? And you've got some massive managers backing a World Cup every 2 years over a Euros and Copa America. They're saying, like Pep Guardiola came out and said, how amazing would it be to see these players every 2 years and have you finish one World Cup? Well, guess what? You're starting your practice for the next one. But we've got a panel of 4 here, so we'll go clockwise. Yes or no? World Cup every 2 years, Jonathan?
No. You lose the prestige. We covered this in Football Worldwide the other night. You lose the prestige. You lose the integrity of it. No, for me, no.
Mo.
So the problem with it is that FIFA only wants World Cup every 2 years for the money. But however, they go to small nations and ask, you want a World Cup every 2 years? And small nations, that people that never qualify for the World Cup will tell you, yes, we want that because they want more international football for them. But the big nations, they definitely don't want this because of their leagues, their associations. They don't want more injuries. They don't want more like pressed games and stuff like this. So for me, no, I don't want to see a World Cup. I agree with Jonathan 100%. The prestige is what makes this World Cup the biggest event on the planet for sports-wise.
And
What's good, Mo? It's good to see you, brother.
Yeah.
Bro, this is just another cash grab. It's bullshit. I wouldn't be surprised if it happens. Like, I don't even.
Look,
There's nothing will surprise me anymore. I've got no
Look,
emotional
I
attachment
think-
to international football.
what was that cup they used to do with the winner of the Euros, the winner of the World Cup? It was the Confederations Cup.
Confederations Cup, yeah.
It still
And they
happens.
scrapped that.
It still
They
happens.
scrapped that.
That's the
No.
Nations League, right?
That's
No,
that still happens before the World Cup, I think.
No, so they've cancelled the Confederations
Oh,
Club
okay.
Cup,
For the next one,
and they've expanded. No, they've cancelled it permanently, and they've actually expanded the entries into the Club World Cup. So that's become its new focus. But I think the Nations League is adding a new sense of, well, friendlies don't exist anymore because, yeah, they're playing friendlies technically, but you're getting something. But like you boys all said, you know, a World Cup every 2 years, you lose that. You lose that pedigree. You lose that pedigree. You lose everything that you see in what there's been. It's prestigious. You know, Brazil's got 5. You know, if they had a World Cup every 2 years, I can guarantee you some of those Brazilian teams would have had, you know, there would have been 2, 3, 4 extra World Cups there. You know, Spain were on fire. They would have had an extra 2 cups there. You know, it was something. You ruin the history. But thank you for the great engagement, Tim. Maybe that's something you guys can look at. More on regards to goalkeeper Oblak is on the market for 60 to 80 mil.
Don't spend that much money on a goalkeeper. No one's spending that much money. I understand, like, a good goalkeeper's worth that much, but is Onana coming? But see, like, these sort of deals that are done with free agents that are coming off contracts, they can change last minute. There are deals that have changed at airports before, man. Like, there are players. It could be done, bro. I remember David Silva was in Rome, signed for Lazio, bro, before Real Sociedad were holding up an image of him with their jersey.
But who owns Lazio? And when Real Sociedad come to you and you've got the owner of Lazio breathing down your neck, waiting for a signature, it's not a good impression. But yeah, Tim, not goalkeeper's fault. Made one mistake so far. I think we should give Radum more chances, but not because Honda is bad, definitely. And I made this point last season multiple times. You integrate Radu into the squad this season. Honda is not a bad goalkeeper, and he's not a great and he's a great captain. He's a fantastic captain. And after all of his trying, normally I don't take his comments, but I gotta say, yeah, no way Handanovic should have saved that. Bad defending from a set piece. Look,
I'll pay that. That is bad defending from a set piece.
It was horrible.
It should have been hit out further.
It was horrible. I don't think Dzeko should be so far down back when defend. It was a set piece. It was a corner, and he's one of our biggest guys. You need him in the box. It's common sense.
Did you guys make any changes second half?
I think we discussed this earlier. We're looking at what's his name, Inzaghi. He generally takes his yellow carded players off straight away. With Brozovic and playing so much and expecting to be an integral part of the Champions League fixture coming up in the middle of the week, I think it would probably work in his favour. Probably give Vidal some game time. Correa, potentially. Who would you change, Mo? I know there's a comment somewhere in there directed at you. The flow. Mo, who would you sub in the second half? So they've asked you directly.
I would put another defensive mid actually for one of the forwards. We are dominated in the midfield. I would not sub one of the 3 midfielders. I would sub one of the forwards out. I don't know if it's Lautaro or Dzeko now. Why I'm saying this, but without Correa in. I would put Sensi in or Vidal for one of the forwards because we are really dominated in the midfield. And if they come back to the game, I would put Correa in. But if it keeps going like this, with 2 forwards not knowing where to press for us, I think they might have the second and the third chance. How many crosses can Dreva try today? Probably 5 and 6. And that's because we are not marking good enough. Our players are reactive and they are not proactive. And Barella threw his arm up many times. Hakan did the same because I think they don't know who to mark. They are just running after the ball. When the ball goes from left to right, the shifting is not great, like when Conte was doing. And I think it's because of Anthony touched on this before, the 4-4-2 that Sampdoria play makes it very hard for the marking and the pressing of the players on Sampdoria's midfield.
Yeah. Look, I've just gotten a message saying that DiMarco free kick was clocked in at 106 kilometers per hour, which is around 65 to 66 miles per hour. So if if you're defending that sort of thing as a goalkeeper, I'd be running the opposite direction. I'm not sure if you guys remember when it was the Napoli goalkeeper and Lukaku absolutely belted it, met it, yes, and ruined his hand. So yeah, you got to step back sometimes. Sanchez to get some minutes.
Have you guys started the half for you?
Yeah.
Oh, why I'm behind? I'm like way behind. Orsato just started here. Even though when the stream was happening, I was right enough. What second are you guys at?
46 minutes and 2 seconds.
Oh, I'm a minute behind.
Are you 46?
Oh, sorry, 45 minutes and 20 seconds.
Yeah.
I'm
not wearing my glasses.
45 and 17 here, so
I'm not wearing my glasses.
He said 46 is like tomorrow. I've seen this game. This is a recorded game for him.
There was a play, someone in the grandstand, so a supporter who's wearing a red shirt, and it was right above the Inter name, and I thought we got a red card for a second there. But this second half has started pretty much the same as the first half, with Sampdoria pressing, pushing, attacking.
These are this is the deficiency of Brozovic sometimes, that sometimes he's slow in terms of like defending counterattacks, and that's why he got that yellow card. And also, like, he is used to Inter having the ball, not Inter defending most of the time. He looks great when we have the ball. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna catch you after the game if the stream is still going, because I'm behind and the missus wants to eat something.
No worries, buddy. We'll catch you. Whoa!
You're on mute, Ed.
What an amazing goal and what an amazing build-up for Sampdoria. That was absolutely ridiculous. That was an incredible build-up and an amazing volley. We are not marking at the back post there. We're just sleeping on that big time. We are sleeping. That's the sort of goal that's going to real switch the momentum of this game. I reckon, I would say Sampdoria just shifted into fucking favourites to win this. That's a ridiculously stupid goal to concede at the start of the second half like that.
What a goal. What a goal.
Aguero.
We just look so tired today. We give him so much space. Everyone is late to their man today. That's something I've noticed. Everyone is late to their man. Everybody defensively is late to their man today.
The referee's gone up to Inzaghi to have a chat. I'm not sure if... we've kicked off, so... It's frustrating, and, falling asleep at halftime that's where Inter always concede, right after they score or right after breaks.
Yeah.
It really deflates you. It was very sloppy.
That was sloppy from everybody, though. Like, I watched the whole build-up that there, and, like, even Barella was failing to track his man. Damian wasn't tracking his man back there. Sampdoria pressing again.
Damian was in a fair bit. He totally lost his man.
Yeah, but what position does that guy play? Defense. You know what I mean? They're pushing a lot of people behind this ball. Like, they had Yoshida score, who is a defender, and they had their defense. He's a left back. You know, and he scored. So
I was about to say the left side today, we've really failed to generate any sort of attacking flow and momentum properly from the left-hand side, and that's because we really should be utilizing DiMarco for his attacking strengths a little bit more. Him at left centre back. Like, ideally, this game is very different with Bastoni. That's what I keep thinking in my head. So it's easy to be angry.
Look, this game is very different without international break as well, and it's not an excuse, but at the same time, it does play a part.
Vidal coming in early.
And I don't think it's early. I think this is late for Inzaghi. He normally substitutes at halftime if you've got a yellow, like you're off.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, nothing.
Oh my God, we should have scored there. We should have fucking scored there, boys. Perisic should have got that ball into Dzeko. We should have scored there. It might have been offside anyway, but still, should have scored.
Dzeko should have gotten his foot to it.
Yeah, it was a pretty bullet-like pass, though, to be honest.
Yeah, look, I think any slower the defense gets it, but yeah, I think he was off.
Yeah.
I think he was off, and
I think Perisic was off anyway, yeah.
Yeah, but you can see the frustration in the players. This isn't good.
Big time.
They got to remember it's a clean slate still. We still aren't behind.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? We're playing like we're behind now, and the frustration is we're behind. No, we're on the same playing field. We're still getting something from this fixture if the scores remain the same. And again, you know, I always thought there'd be goals, but this ball needs to go.
Come off.
Huh?
Nah, Vidal's warming up. I don't know who he's coming on for, though.
I'd say...
that was close. Good defense from Adrian. Good defense, man. Good defense all around.
That was a great ball, but...
Yeah. That was Barella who played that, so no, he hasn't come off yet.
No, you're right. He hasn't happened yet.
Nah. I have a very strong feeling it's Brozovic coming off just because of the
I would expect it to be as well.
Yeah. 52nd minute, ragazzi. Big up to you if you're still in the chat. Sampdoria looking like they could do a little bit of damage with the ball whenever they've got it. This is a game that could end either way. There'll be no surprises here. So prepare for some pazza Inter.
It's time for a drink.
Future Hendricks, the marker is afraid to push forward. I don't think he's afraid to push forward. I think he's not taking he's taken the centre back position, and I think Inzaghi is pretty adamant that you're not going to be pushing too far forward in a centre back position, especially when it's his first game in this position at such. It
is Brozovic coming out. Vidal comes in. Perisic comes out. D'Ambrosio comes in. So logic is telling me that D'Ambrosio goes in at left centre back. DiMarco is shifting up to left wing back, and now Vidal comes into a midfield with Hakan and Barella. Barella plays a tiny bit deeper, and Vidal shifts in between a sort of double pivot. But if you were to switch the double pivot with the attacking midfielder, Barella behind the two.
Do Damian and D'Ambrosio flip?
I don't see the point in doing that though. That would be a little bit too much. Like,
because you got to remember they're both clutch players. Like D'Ambrosio's the man you want up there. I can't.
Oh yeah, and for set pieces and stuff like that, then he will get up there. That's interesting because like there's still a lot of football to be played, man. There's so much time left in this game.
Yeah, but do you know what? We criticised and critiqued Conte so much
Hakan
last season.
just missed, bro. We just missed a great chance. Hakan's just missed the target completely.
Right. Oh, wow. Wow. Oh, my God. Martinez. Oh, my God.
Hakan just hit the target. You sped. Just hit the target.
Oh, my God. Zheko was wide open. And that ball from Barella was perfect.
We've got to get more chances. Far out. We should be up. We should be up now. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. You got to score that, bro. You got to score that goal.
What I missed.
You missed Hakan. Bottled it, bro. Couldn't have finished his dinner, bro, on an empty stomach. Just bottled a chance big time, man. Sampdoria in position now.
Cook him.
I really like that. I really like that he made the substitutes so early on. It actually gives him a chance to make an impact.
Oh, fuck, did you miss that? I can just picture the Milanisti watching that miss going, yeah. Fucking hell.
It's okay, we got him for free.
Kandreva knows how to play. That was a bit of a... He milked it a bit.
You think?
Stop showing Sampdoria's second goal. I don't want to see it.
Free kick to Sampdoria in a dangerous direction. Kandreva to swing it in momentarily. Nerves settling in. Sampdoria always looking dangerous.
I'm just watching Anth.
Yeah. Don't. No, I just don't know how to react. Inter clear it out. 56 minutes into the game.
There we go. So Inter clear it out. So there we go.
A transition on the counter offensively today hasn't been great. Yeah, there's been some sporadic moments. Usually when Barella's been able to burst through and play a good pass, but need to be better. Need to be more clinical.
Hey. Do you know what makes me feel better?
What?
I saw a message in the background. Just how good was Ronaldo's brace for Manchester United?
What, the tap in?
No, just the fact he scored for United and he wasn't there to pull Juventus out of the dust. Look, just on him. Was it going to happen any other way? Was Ronaldo really going to debut and not get a goal or two?
Oh,
no. So lucky, man. Sorry, I can't focus on this conversation while Inter's getting their fucking cooler handed to them on the counter-attack. Caputo just missed the target. In a better world, he makes that count. DiMarco, Kandreva just knows exactly what he's doing when he plays against us. He just knows exactly what he's doing all the time.
Yeah. Was it the wrong foot for Caputo? Like, he just looked...
No, he shanked that.
I don't know if he shanked it or was it the wrong foot. Yeah, but look, Kandreva knows us through and through.
Giving it away.
What a leave.
It was another deflection.
Ambrosio got schooled.
He got schooled. The guy's still warming up. Yeah, and I mentioned that earlier. Future Hendrik Samp is playing amazing, but they did have 2 weeks to prepare for this fixture. Whereas some of these players weren't even in Italy come 24 hours ago. So I think it was more about 36 hours now. But, you get my point. This team didn't get to go to a camp where they got to spend time together and get to know each other. So this is the first time Inter's actually feeling pressure this season, I've got to say.
I'll tell you what, this is a better game than what I thought it would be.
Yeah, look, I see.
Very neutral.
It's just as tough as I thought it would be, man. Sampdoria is a tough side this season, especially away from home. God, Handanovic, man, come on.
Vito, if you're watching, I think you sold your team short, man. I think Sampdoria are a lot better than what you give them credit for, brother.
Look, I think I think in the perfect world, on paper, Vitor hit the nail on the head, but we know this isn't paper.
It's only games we won on paper, right?
Look, exactly. And it's just... And if
We
you
need another creative player, man. This isn't working with Hakan just playing
Sensi.
off Brozovic. We need Sensi in. We need Sensi in ASAP.
Sensi for Hakan. I'd preferably like Sensi for Barella, just so Barella gets that time off.
Vidal's
Boys, you got to
running.
remember. You got to remember, guys. We have Champions League coming. So it's not like these players are focusing on just this game as well. Yes, Gerald, Sensi, yes, Sensi. I get it. We want to see Sensi in there. We need that creativity. I saw a stat the other day. In the last 4 years or 5 years, he's had 362 days off injured. So
almost a full, it's 350 something, but yeah, almost a full year.
Yeah, in 4
That's
years.
crazy.
Guys, we have hit the hour mark. 60 minutes in. Sampdoria 2, Inter 2. Sampdoria looking dangerous with a corner now. Inter really failing to find inspiration to break Sampdoria down, and on the counter-attack looking even worse. 2-1 was always going to be dangerous to protect. Corner comes in, back in dangerous area. Goal kick, I think, something along those lines. Yep. Yeah, just failing to see where Inter's going to get this last bit of momentum from. However, we've had to wait a lot longer than the 60th minute. So if Joaquin Correa is the answer, I know Alexis Sanchez is on the bench as well. We've got players to come in and to give this game a real fight. With 29 minutes to go and with the 5 substitute rule still intact, I'm pretty sure. Well, there you go. Joaquin Correa is warming up as we speak right now. He'll get 25 minutes bare minimum. Bare minimum, Joaquin Correa comes in. If he gets a goal today, oh my goodness me. Well, there'll be a hype train.
Guys, Gerald made the comment, Candreva for man of the match. I don't know.
He's been very good, bro. He's locked it down pretty hard.
I think credit where credit's due. The guy's playing fantastically. But
Martinez is coming out.
I also think that I think Sampdoria as a whole have just played phenomenally.
They play well as a team.
Very keen to see what Correa does with Dzeko, man. Very keen. He subbed Dzeko last time. Lautaro's like arguing with the 4th official about something.
Look, I think Martinez was never playing a full 90 minutes here. He's played phenomenally for Argentina over the international break. They were mucked around a lot in regards to their fixture against Brazil. They warmed up, they were on the pitch, they played 7 minutes or 10 minutes, and then they got taken off the pitch. So, it's been an emotional roller coaster for these guys, and we've got Real Madrid coming up again, guys. So, let's keep that. If we get the draw today, I think, do we make an excuse if we get 3 points against Real?
No, honestly, even if we get the draw today, I said before kickoff, I'm not making excuses. We should get the win, but in the current climate with international football, like you can't expect to win every game. You really can't. I knew how tough today's fixture would be, and we'll have to grind it out if we're going to get the win, bro. At the moment, Sampdoria look more likely to score the goal than we do, but we've got players who can really pull something off, and we've still got a couple of players on the bench as well. So let's see what happens, man. Still confident. There's still some excitement left in this game.
But we're Inter. We should be getting 3 points for this game.
100%. We're the defending champions. We should be.
You said
I'm not going to be taking that as an excuse.
You said less than 5 minutes ago, Vitor sold his team short. This team has played phenomenal.
There's a bit of a scrap going on here.
Yes, but that's what I'm saying. Like they've stepped up to the mark, and we've not performed as we should be.
Candreva just threw the ball at an official's head. No, an Inter or some. I don't know. He threw the ball at someone's head. He's not happy.
No, he's a Inter with
What did they do?
That's
So Berezhinski's like pulled DeMarco down or something. Something's happened with DeMarco.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, Candreva's thrown the ball at like an Inter official, and D'Ambrosio's come in to break it up. Barella's having choice words.
Oh.
Everyone's getting a little bit dramatic.
They showed it. I can just see he's holding his hammy.
Surely that gets a yellow minimum. Like we saw 2 red cards in the Inter Lazio fixture last season between Immobile and I think Barella for pushing another player and something. But surely that gets at least a yellow. You can't go doing that shit. I'm sorry. Dumfries looks like he's coming on.
Dumfries coming on.
That'll be nice. That'll be interesting.
So I'm assuming DeMarco's coming off. Darmian will go to left and Dumfries will go to the right.
Plenty of football to play here, man. Let's see how we go.
We've
Sampdoria.
essentially had, 3 substitutes, and it's literally changed the entire game for us.
I didn't
You know
realize.
what I mean?
I didn't realize 38 people had made their way here. That's awesome. Big up, you guys. Like the video. Let us know where you're from, and benvenuti if you are new. Forza Inter. Come on, guys. Still 25 minutes left. Just don't lose this game, man. Keep the game tight. We can find some opportunities. Don't concede.
I think if Dumfries is actually, because I haven't seen him, he hasn't come on yet. But
he took his training. He took his bib off and was running up to the Inzaghi.
halfway. I think with those 3 substitutes,
Candreva is running amok, bro. Oh my god, bro.
With those 3 substitutes, that if he makes the Dumfries substitutes, it's a new Inter team on the pitch.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Honda, what's happened?
Yeah. So I don't want to talk anymore, bro, because people think I got an agenda. So I'm just gonna shut up.
He said it. Honda didn't do anything there. He saved the ball.
He saved the ball. What do you mean, bro? He was so slow to react. How was it?
But he saved it.
Did it take a deflection? Nah.
No. I don't know. I haven't seen it yet.
Let's call that a save. All right.
He saved it. Like, you can't argue with that. Oh, come on. That's dangerous.
Who's this
guy?
I'm
gonna give him that credit there.
Askilsden. I've never seen. I can't remember this guy. Who's this guy? Askilsden coming on for Quagliarella. Has he scored yet this season? Who is this kid?
Bro, Honda had to put that save on.
Yeah, but you know what the issue was? He wasn't geographically aware that the post was right there, and he looked and he had to readjust himself.
We can't let this kid score, man.
Marcus, I think it's a bit harsh. He's not a different time. Look, I don't think he did anything wrong there.
No, I don't think
he did anything wrong. He even saved us from getting a corner. Like, yeah, this kid's gonna worry me now.
Why?
Because I have no idea who he is.
So Hakan's off for Sensi.
Dumfries is off for DiMarco.
On for DiMarco. So the changes have been made. Like, the changes have been made. Remember how long we complained about Spalletti and Conte because they weren't making changes? They are making changes.
Conte would have gotten them to start warming up at about this time in the fixture.
Lovely little 1-2. Here comes Denzel Dumfries. Dumfries cuts inside. He finds Correa. Correa switches over to one foot, back to another, and just fires over. Well done. Unlucky there.
Dumfries has the ball. 1-2. Beautiful. Dumfries is pushing up the field.
Dumfries just got the ball now for me.
I didn't realize how far ahead I was. I'm going to pause it.
But you know what? Those substitutes, he's made 4 substitutes. This is a different squad on the pitch now. A completely different squad. Sampdoria have come up against two different Inters today.
Hey,
Gerald, I think you hit the nail on the head.
Shout out to 43 people in this live. Guys, make sure you like and subscribe to Inter Worldwide. We are going to be on fire today. Wait till you see us.
Come on, boys. Oh, it's a bad foul. Or is he offside? He's offside. 22
Gerald,
minutes.
feel like there's only 5 minutes left. You're right there, mate.
Yeah, we're stressing like we're in Conti time.
We'll be in there soon, man. I hope we're just not trying to find our third goal and we're down. That's all. We gotta be ready to strike the winning goal at any moment. Any moment. No conceding. Come on, boys. Dai ragazzi. Push the ball. Push the ball.
We're champions. We need to win this. We're the Scudetti champions. And out of the 20 teams in the league, we're the only team that can say we're the champions. We're the only team with this beautiful, beautiful badge in the middle of our jerseys. We need to win this.
Jeez, I love this jersey, by the way. I know it's not a lot of people don't, but I really do.
The snake skin, the white one. Oh, the white one.
Yeah, I had it on today, but I had to put it in the wash.
That's the joys of kids, but mate.
100%. My baby girl's 33 years old today.
Well, let's hope Inter can give her a nice belated gift.
That would be nice because she asked me to wear Inter jersey today, so I did for her.
Sensi is making moves. Let's hope he didn't get injured. He touched the ball once. I'm not sure. Is he wobbling? I don't know with this guy. Drinks break.
I was like, what are they doing? They got me again. I'm like, why are they walking off? What's going on? Did something happen? Shit. Drinks break.
Look at Vidal dictating the terms of this drinks break. Like, he is there losing it. Yeah, future Hendricks, 100%. This game is too butter for me while we're talking drink breaks.
This is nothing. This is nothing in the grand scheme of Inter games.
Hello, Musa Fuzi. Great to have you here. But yeah, look, guys. Second half, nothing much has happened since what, the 46th, 7th minute, where Sampdoria leveled the score. But at the end of the day, I feel Inter are fortunate to be ahead. But look, I think fortunate to have to be equal. Sorry, but overall, I think we're holding our own. It's going to be interesting. I've really enjoyed watching Inzaghi and how he's worked this team, and we still got one more sub, I believe.
Yeah. Wait, have we used 3 opportunities? Because it's only
2.
I don't know.
Did we do a 1-1?
No, he brought 2 on. So when he took Brozo and
3. He's done. He did Vidal, D'Ambrosio once. Then he brought on Correa 10 minutes later, and then Dumfries and Sensi. So that's it.
I think he's right.
3 interchange.
Oh, that's 5, isn't it?
Yeah, I know, but he's done 5. Yeah, 5. It is 5.
He can't make any more subs.
Sorry.
53% possession to Sampdoria, 47% to Inter, 84% pass accuracy for Sampdoria, 76% for Inter as well. 9 shots to 7.
Look at this, guys. 49 people 53 people in the chat. We are happy to have you here. Wish we could be celebrating with you. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the stream with more content coming. How did you not react, Anthony?
Because I thought he was offside to start with, and I thought they were showing a replay, and then I saw him cut in, and I'm like, oh, the game's still going. And yeah, I think he might have been offside when the ball was played through, but that's a great save from the keeper. That's a fantastic save. Honestly, man, that is such a good save. Odero's a good keeper, bro. He's got such good reflexes. Oh, I thought he saved it. Why is there a goal kick? Oh, man, I must have missed something.
I thought he was off, man. Looking back at that replay.
Yeah, he must have been off. Yeah, he must have been off. So I guess it's good that it didn't go in.
No, the ref lifted the flag up.
Oh, no.
Don't tell me that, Ian.
Oh my God, bro. We just had a goal line clearance. Who the hell was that on that line? Who the hell was that? Of course, it's D'Ambrosio, bro. D'Ambrosio saving us like he did in the Milan derby with his testicles, saving us like he did last year against fucking Empoli as well. D'Ambrosio is the Jesus Christ of this team. He literally is Jesus. He is Jesus, bro. Fucking hell, man.
I promise
This
you, and I have
guy.
said this. I
This
have said this
guy.
I'm
hundreds
feeling
of
Christian
times.
Rivas right now. Clutch.
He's gonna grab the winner, G.
Yeah.
Watch.
Him or Damian, one of them.
Dai ragazzi, 74 minutes. Sampdoria 2, Inter 2. Inter's got the ball in possession. Come on, boys. Dig deep.
Sampdoria's goal scorers have been Yoshida and Aguero, whereas the Marco has scored a phenomenal free kick, and Martinez also has scored a beautiful volley. So, where's that leave Inter after today?
We'll
Now,
probably be on 7. We'll probably be on 7 points if it stays this way. But anything can happen. We just, we need something's gonna have to give here. Some little moment of brilliance. I can see it coming from Correa.
Oh,
I can see it coming from Correa. Anyway, I desperately need to use the bathroom. So give me a sec.
I really hope we score when he's in the bathroom because it's too. Injured. Sensi injured. You're kidding me.
that was a bad. Yeah, he's off.
We've got no subs. Or is it?
He's holding, bro, and he's holding his face too. I think he is injured. Oh, that impact, bro. He's made a glass, so that's.
I'm watching the goal line clearance.
Yeah.
We'll be lucky to. We can't bring anyone else on. We can't bring anyone else on. So we're down a man. Reminds me of Italy 2012 Euros final.
So Bruno, just to go back where that leaves us, that'll leave us still in second at the moment on 7 points. Napoli are currently first with 9. We will go to second in 7 with Lazio and Roma, Milan, and Fiorentina on 6.
Well, Fiorentina has played their third game. Lazio and Milan play each other today, so that will be a fantastic fixture to watch.
Yeah.
Guys,
shout out to the 38 people that are in this chat. Let us know where you are. Like and subscribe. Come on, we want to keep this comment box going. Come on, let's get some content going.
Probably you think you'd get extra, mate? We've got 5 substitutes, Gerald. I don't think you can get any more.
I don't think so.
I think if a red card's resulted in an injury, I believe they should allow for that extra substitute.
Well, look, he's up on the side. He's getting a bit of spray and all that. He seems to be holding himself, but it looks like he's going to be able to come back on.
Yeah, I can't see him playing. I can see him probably returning match day 32, 33. If this is the case
I saw Sensi down, then I saw Sensi up, then I saw him holding his face, then I saw him holding his leg, then I held my breath.
We're talking, and because of copyright issues, we can't actually listen to what's happening in the background because YouTube will flag us. So we don't know what the commentary's saying, but at the same time, I'm looking at this. Damsgaard and Aguero, so their goal scorer and Damsgaard have come off, so this is interesting. But I'm looking at this. I don't know if he was down for the pen, hoping to get a penalty. But, yeah, look.
Was he trying to get a penalty? Like, I didn't actually see the incident in slow-mo. Did the keeper just get the ball?
No, it wasn't a keeper.
It was just heavy contact, and since he's made of glass.
Oh, look, it would have hurt. It would have hurt for sure.
Yeah, but there's no penalty.
And he didn't look at the ref to appeal for a penalty. That's why I was in shock.
He's jogging, but he doesn't look well.
Nah.
And he's made of glass anyway. Like, he looks shit. He looks shit out there.
We've used our 5 subs. We've used our 5 subs.
This is going to be ugly this next 12 minutes. He is fucking walking. He's already dropping back. He's supposed to be playing. Shit. All right.
D'Ambrosio, the savior.
Honestly, I know this is loser talk, but if we end this game at 2-2, I'm not going to be that upset, to be honest, man, because he's just stopped. He stopped the game. Sensi's got to come off.
You can't take him off.
He's going to. Well, he has to.
We can't bring anyone else on. That's the issue. We've used 5 substitutes. Nah, he can't.
Why did we use the? Are we sure we've used 5? Have we definitely
We've
used
used
5?
5. I checked that. We've used 5. Yeah, he's
Sensi,
done.
Dumfries, Ambrosio, Vidal, Correa.
He's so done. It's not even funny.
He's done, bro. Bro, career-wise, man, he's done. Can't keep doing this shit.
You know what
He's
our problem
done,
is?
bro.
We get
He's
excited at the
finished.
beginning of the season as well that we thought he'd be coming back, and
He is finished, bro. Sell this guy for 5 million in January if you need to,
nah,
man.
just release him. It's not worth the hope. You've got an injured player that we bring into the match day. He's played his 3rd match day this season now, and this is going to cost us from even competing in for the last 10 minutes.
Yeah, it is. It's just cost us any chance at winning this match, man, because we're playing with a man down now.
He's not
He's
even moving. He's walking.
Look, I think if you look at the contact, it was really bad. It would have hurt anyone.
I get it.
You know, it would have really hurt anyone, that contact. But at the same time, he's fighting on that pitch. He's fighting to be there. So credit to him if he.
Yeah,
does.
I guess you're right. You're right. Let's just scrape this game out, man. If we can get through this game at 2-2, all goods.
Imagine he just puts one killer ball through for like Correa.
Or just Trigore just like top ins Insigne style. That would be the best, man. That would be so textbook.
I'll be like, sorry, give me another 5-year contract.
Oh, man. It's going to get tough here, man. Sampdoria with the ball. I guarantee you they'll have majority of it until full time. Oh, 1 second.
This is one of those. It's absolutely killing me, this game.
It's definitely a nail biter, isn't it?
It's phenomenal how Inter have. I was literally praising Inzaghi for making all of his substitutes, and now it's cost us because we can't take the injured Sensi off.
We got to look at it the other way. We got to give credit where it's due, and Sampdoria have been playing amazing today. Remember, they beat us last season.
2-1. They beat us 2-1, but then we belted them 5-1. And like I said at the start of the stream, when we beat them 5-1, see, they're tackling like stupid idiots. And this is immaturity. But when we beat them 5-1 last year, no one had anything to pray for. Inter had already... You almost took out Denzel. No one had really anything to play for. Ti amo, Bella. So, you know, you can't count that fixture. You go back to the 2-1 defeat. It was painful to watch, but this is Sampdoria. They defeated the top teams last season. Like, don't kid yourself. They beat Lazio. They beat Atalanta, I believe. They may have beaten Juve potentially. I don't remember, but one thing I gotta say is Dumfries has been absolutely everywhere.
He's been all right. He's definitely getting involved, that's for sure.
Well, it's really hard to critique a team when we're playing down a man with actually not having down a man.
He's actually moving a little bit better now.
We are we're still fighting tooth and nail to try and get this win, but you know it's a scrappy game with tired players.
Unpopular opinion: Italy don't win the Euros if it wasn't for Sensi.
I don't think that's fair at all. It makes no sense.
If he didn't get injured, it's a different Euros, isn't it?
Was it Pessina that came in for him?
Pessina came in for Pellegrini, I think. Sensi
No,
pulled
no.
out a couple days before.
It was like 2 days before the start of the tournament,
Come
wasn't
on,
it?
boys, take the throw. Let's go. Move it.
Does Denzel have a big throw? Denzel Dumfries.
He must.
I hope so. Big ups to the 50 people who are in the stream with us. Thank you for your support and makes doing these watch alongs what a throw in. Makes doing
Guys.
these watch alongs so much easier. Having you guys here and the engagement. It's been phenomenal. But give us a like, subscribe. You know the ritual. But yeah, it's.
Guys, tell us as well, like comment how much if you want us to do more of these, and if we can, if they're a decent time for us, we'll definitely do them.
Don't put your foot in it, Jonathan.
I won't be, but you guys will.
I'm just so nervous because Sensi's pretty much pushed up all the way up, man. We're really playing with like a man down. Like, oh, bruh, it's going to be so hard.
I really don't even know where he is on the pitch, to be honest.
He's pretty much playing.
We're struggling. We're struggling, bro. Like, we're running down clock and everything.
What's
here
he
at the
wearing?
moment.
Number 10?
12. 10 is Lautaro.
That's more. You want us doing more? Why did Jonathan have to open his mouth to do more live streams?
Come on, boys. Hold him out. We look so shaky here on the counter. Candreva. Is that Caputo? Well done. Good defense.
Fantastic defense. Haven't seen it yet, but I know to look forward to it now. Oh, Candreva. He could. I said it to you earlier, Ant, and Sensi match winner, please. Yeah, Marcus would love to see it happening, but said it to you earlier, Ant. Candreva's going to have the game of his life today.
He's had a good game, bro. He's taking the corner now, man. I'm telling you now, he looks hungry.
That game of his life was when he scored that goal 2 seasons ago for us, that first from halfway, that first round. Was it against Empoli?
Lecce?
Lecce,
Yeah.
That's right.
Goal of the
That
season.
day.
Inter
We are
voted.
not picking back up. We're not picking them up properly.
No.
4 minutes. Come on.
Let's clear it back to Candreva.
That's all he seems to be doing, just giving it to Candreva.
And they're doing the same thing.
Sensi is down again. Sensi is down. More collapses than touches of the ball. The teammates around him must be thinking, fuck's sake. We can't keep doing this.
He's got to get onto the pitch.
He's off. He's listening there crying. We're playing with 10 men. Like I say, we're finishing this game with 10. If we
He's got to get onto the pitch. If he's on the pitch and he's injured, they cannot continue playing.
Yeah, but he's off the pitch. He's not moving. He should be crawling onto the pitch.
Who was it? David Luiz did it. Sensi's struggling speed course. Sensi's not on the pitch anymore.
He's continued.
Yeah.
We're playing with 10. We're playing with 10, guys. Man, these cards are flying everywhere now, aren't they?
I think Sampdoria can smell blood in the water.
Oh, bro, big time.
And they're trying their best.
Coming on. Shit. Torre Grossa's coming on. Torre Grossa is coming on. Striker he was fantastic for Brescia last season. Watch out for this guy, bro. If anyone's grabbing a winner against us today, it is this dude right here.
Nah, it's Candreva.
Sensi, bro. Come on, man.
They smell blood, and you can tell. And this is where we need to.
Wow. Come on, guys. 71 in the stream. Let's go.
Well done, boys. Big up. Comment.
Come on,
I'm
guys.
sure there's a few Uncle Sharma fanboys in the house here tonight because Zio is very busy on a much-earned holiday. So if you're one of Uncle Sharma's boys or girls, Thank you very much for helping us out on the stream tonight. That we appreciate that big time. That makes an inferior result feel a bit better. 89th minute, Inter pretty much holding out for a draw here, and I'll take that. I'll take that at the moment. It's been a turbulent game.
I think good question, boys. Osato and his refereeing.
It was fine. I got no complaints. Couple of bad decisions in midfield, no complaints. This game went the exact way the game was meant to go. I have not a single complaint about the refereeing in this game.
I think he's done a phenomenal job, to be honest. And he's pulled the cards at the right time. I think you said earlier the cards are flying everywhere. That's only because Sampdoria are getting reckless because they can smell the blood. They know they can take advantage, and Inter are starting to do the same. But this is going to start hurting us when we get Correa just gets another yellow. So, both our strikers have Correa and Dzeko have both gotten yellows in the space of less than 60 seconds here.
We just got to defend like this is dangerous territory. I'm worried that we can still save face by the game ending 2-2. What we can't do is we can't lose from here.
Yeah, I agree. Hendricks, I'm drained as well, brother.
Great cross from Candreva.
Gerald, I really like that mentality. Dzeko knows what's up. Candreva injured equals Sampdoria lose. This guy, every time he steps up to take a free kick or a corner or a cross, you're nervous. Anthony hasn't reacted, so I can't expect anything. Okay, good. No goal.
That Hakan miss in the second half, that's where it should have been. That's the goal, bro. That's the goal right there.
That Hakan miss
the goal, bro.
Means Sensi gets injured. 6 minutes extra time, guys.
6 minutes for Sampdoria to grab a winner.
Oh, fuck.
Inter 53% possession, Sampdoria 47. I don't see it. I don't see how we have.
I do see it. I do see it because when Sampdoria get the ball, they've pushed up the field, they've kicked it, and they've taken their chances.
I like you. I like your comments, Marcus. We can do this. Come on, guys. Let's bring it home, huh?
Tampon Kumasaka, Inter win last minute. Look, I would love to see it happen. Do I see it happening? No, but Pazza Inter, so
we're playing with a man down, bro. We won't have the manpower to get bodies in the box.
Look, we've got D'Ambrosio. We've got D'Ambrosio and Damian on the pitch at the same time. And if anything spells clutch,
100%. Time is running out, though. We've played 2 minutes of the stoppage. We've got 4 minutes left, ragazzi. Make sure you like the video. Let us know what you think of the result. If it ends 2-2, it's not the worst result considering, we've just turned the ball over. We've got to be careful here. Still a great chance for Sampdoria to win this game. Here's Torregrossa. Oh, my God. Arturo Vidal just absolutely hacked him to the shit and got a yellow for it. That is vintage Arturo Vidal.
But that's what you want in your midfielder. I'm watching it now.
At this point in the game,
I really love Vidal. He looked up to the ref to not appeal, but he's like, what color card am I getting?
Come on, guys, defend this. I hate being nervous about defending a draw. It makes you feel so shit.
The spatial awareness of Arturo Vidal, and before he goes into that tackle, he looks to make sure he's not the last man, and all of that. It just shows the maturity in him. It's the yellow he needed to get.
This is good field position for Sampdoria. If this free kick will be their biggest chance.
Watch Honda not jumping. Don't talk, guys. Don't talk about that. Let's not criticize this guy. Never mind. Okay, so clearly they missed it. Thank you, Hendricks. I don't need to stress. What a wall block. That was phenomenal. They did what the wall needed to do. There is a minute 30 left of this.
Sensi must be off the pitch, right? Because we're like a proper man down. We can't. Yeah, he's like off the pitch. So we are actually playing with 10.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
now his injury have gotten to the point that have not been at a point before. We're now sacrificing bodies on the pitch to accommodate for this guy.
I think it was just unfortunate. If you go back and look at the contact, yeah, the guy's made of glass. You really got to understand that. But at the same time, it was brutal, Anth.
Yeah.
It was absolutely brutal. The shins, the way they collided, it was enough to put anyone's throw anyone off. Like, you got if I don't even know what to say. Barella rolling around, he knows what to do here. I hope it's nothing serious.
I don't think so.
I hope it's nothing serious. It's his neck. Anyone see Champions League coming down to the last fixture and we get a draw against Shakhtar and get knocked out in last place, guys? Because I feel like we've seen this story before. I've read this book before and I don't like the ending. He's eaten a good minute and a half of extra time. So what's good is the ref can blow the whistle at any point. Collarbone.
He must have been hurt because that was a minute of our time as well. We just got to keep this ball out here now because now Sampdoria out of nowhere have got the luxury of having the last kick of the game. It's come in. It's headed high.
Osato will allow the play to go on, probably for an extra minute when it comes to Sensi and Barella both carrying on.
Oh, big ball in from...
now.
Oh,
yeah,
my
you're right.
God. Play on. Nothing's happened yet, boys. Play on. Still play on. They're not going to call anything there.
So we're down to 9 men now, guys.
Why 9?
Barella's off the pitch.
Is he seriously?
Yeah. They've got to wave him back on.
Yeah, now he's back on.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. I thought I was going to punch on with someone.
Who cares? We'll go down to
Osato's got to blow this whistle. This game needs to end. I'm being serious before something stupid happens. This game needs to end before we get a booking, and we don't need bookings and we don't need injuries. I'm looking at the bigger picture here.
No, this game needs to end because clearly no one's going anywhere with this.
Say if I was a Sampdoria fan, I'd argue. I'd say give us 5 more minutes on the clock.
Yeah, but I don't see anything coming eventuating from this. You know, Inter's got the ball now. I think Handanovic has every right to be salty with the foul not being called on him. Same time, Kandreva stayed down as well.
I think that's full time. I think that's the whistle, is it?
I have no idea. I can't hear anything.
That's it. Finita. Due. It is what it is. I thought for a second they were going to VAR that thing in the box, but that's it. That's game. It ends 2-2. We dropped points for the first time this season. Not an ideal result. I would say a below average result, an under par result. Big up to the 45 people still here. We're going to stick around for a fair bit longer, I would assume, because Catania is playing. Like my night could get anything more pathetic. And I can't even watch them play because there's no direct stream out of Sicily.
Wi-Fi is not good, bro.
Straight up, it's so bad.
You'll be refreshing your live score non-stop.
I can almost guarantee you if you get man of the match in Serie, you don't get a cash prize.
No, your name gets mentioned in the paper the next day.
Have you seen? There's like photos of like the African league, the Ghanaian league, where they give them like petrol, and that's considered good. No, I'm being serious, bro. Oh my God, the state of the world. The state of Inter boys. 2-2. It's not the worst result, but the state of Stefano Sensi. This is a proper topic of conversation now, man, because as Jono said perfectly, it was around the 81st minute where you said, well, that's it for us now. We can't win this game now. You
he's not an able body anymore that can give you the end of a game. Like, I understand Bruno mentioned it was heavy contact, but anyone else you would somewhat expect can probably run out that game, not completely go off like what he did.
Yeah.
You can't take him in the team anymore. You're better off bringing someone else in.
Yeah.
It's a waste of a substitute. You, like, in all seriousness, you're better off bringing Gagliardini in that can actually stiffen up the midfield and provide
I think
the game.
I think, and we'll get to some of the comments sooner rather than later. But look, it's not a textbook Sensi injury, and I am the last person to stand up for this guy because he has let me down. And I don't want to say I'm angry. I want to say I'm disappointed because that's what my father would say. And it hurts. But at the same time, I feel you put anyone else in that position, in that box, you do get you do get enough of an injury there. But let's look at the fixture. We had two fantastic goals. The Marco Perla of a free kick, as Jonathan would put it, absolute top corner, and the volley from Martinez. The volley
That
from
second goal was fantastic. Barella's ball in was nothing short of phenomenal at the end. I really want to know if he was actually injured towards the end because that's not like him to waste that much time.
I think us being down to 10 men,
maybe
wouldn't surprise me if he was milking it because we were down to 10 men. But yeah, so Beta, we couldn't hold the ball for a whole minute. I think we did lack a lot of stability in that midfield. And Anth, what do you think?
There's a couple of good points in the WhatsApp chats that I'm a part of. So I'm just going to keep scrolling in the background and bring these various opinions because I think they bring a lot of value to this video. I got my boy Edwin, who's probably one of the most optimistic Inter fans that I know. He goes, we have 7 points out of 9. When Inzaghi was appointed, people were talking like we were going to be in the position that Juventus are in today. It's very, very well put. Like dropping 2 points here tonight, but still, my friend Ian Kerr in one of our chats has gone 2 points dropped. We had more than enough chances today, and we did. And to be honest, Hakan needs to bury that chance. When you actually watch that replay back, it's going to be more embarrassing. That keeper actually flirts with his left-hand side of the goal and commits. That keeper is committing to the left-hand side of the goal. Hakan strikes his shot with so much space to score, and he does not score. He doesn't even get fucking close like he does when you look at it. But when you see him and see how much experience he has, that's supposed to be one of his fortes, to be able to hit the target from certain range. I'm disappointed in the chances that we wasted, Bruno, from Minuti 55 to about 63, 64. There was an 8 to 9 minute period of time where Inter could have won that game, and we did not win that game.
Yeah, look, I think overall you also got to put it down to preparation. And what we saw with Sampdoria today was a very well-prepared team, a very well-studied team who had 2 weeks to address any issues within the squad. I'm not sure of their whole team, and you probably would know better, and with your conversation with Vito Doria. In regards to Sampdoria, did they have many international players who were playing in the South Americas who did have to travel? From my personal thoughts, I would say no. Now, you put 2 weeks preparation into the mix with a team with how much change has this team had since last season as well. And that comes into the equation because if you look at the Inter team, well, our entire game plan's changed with the change of our manager, with the loss of Hakimi and the loss of Lukaku. But then we've also incorporated Cholanohu, Dumfries, excuse me, Dzeko. You have also Correa. You have Vidal having a second lease of life. So 2 weeks preparation is something phenomenal. If it was
Yeah.
in Inter's hands, Jonathan, did Inter have Champions League at the forefront of their mind today? Was Champions League there and the conservation of energy?
Not even just the conservation of energy. I actually think with the lineup as well. To be perfectly honest, I expect Dumfries would have been. He's played for Netherlands. He's got more experience at a Champions League level and all that as well, which is why I think he didn't start over Damian, because I expect him to be a starter on against Real Madrid. I also think Correa and Martinez will be our starting strikers for Real Madrid. So yeah, in that sense, I do believe we did have maybe half an eye or one eye on our next match before this one, but I don't think so much as actually after we scored that first goal, I think we just kind of assumed that we were going to roll on with it as well. The intensity wasn't quite there. Sampdoria came back into the match, so we did hold off a little bit there. But in saying that, credit where it's due, Sampdoria played a great match. They really
They were
took it.
awesome, bro. They were awesome, bro. And on Football Worldwide, we've been saying it from the start. They played great week 1 against Milan. They played great against Sassuolo. They're going to have a good season. I'm telling you now, they're going to have a great season. They're going to put teams that are better than them to the sword. They are going to bury the teams that are coming like 10, 11th and below. They're going to draw good games, man. This is a good Sampdoria side. And you can bank on them being safe the same way you can bank on Bologna being safe. I'm drawing a lot of comparisons between those two. This will be an interesting game at 10:50, this Cagliari versus Genoa. I might catch a little bit of that before I sleep. I was going to stay awake for Milan and Lazio, but after that draw, I'm a little deflated.
I think we've got a lot coming up in Inters, and you mentioned it earlier, Anth. When we went from Conte to Inzaghi, it changed everything. And this team, you might have a very similar front line. You might have a very similar structure. But just the conversation you had where you see Vidal and Inzaghi talking and you see all of that, it's a different game. It's a different game. It's a different style. And it's the team's yet to gel. I'm sorry, the team is absolutely yet to gel. Correa, yeah, he came in and saved us, but has he did that himself. He hasn't had that time with the team. Where's this chemistry?
I need
Where
to
we
criticize. I need to criticize the manager at least a little bit today. It's not like me to leave without pointing everybody out. And at the end of the day, Inzaghi's got to know a little bit better. In a league where you have not 3, not 4, but 5 substitutes, what happened today in that last 10 minutes, it's starting to vex me as every minute goes on. That shouldn't have happened today, John. We should not have been in a position where you can't replace a glass man like Sensi. You need to be prepared for that. You've got 5 options off the bench, man. I hope Inzaghi learns from this today, because that's been one of his downfalls in the last couple of seasons at Lazio, his substitutions. I still remember last season when they had a stranglehold against Milan in a game and he subbed out the 2 best players in stoppage time. Man, yeah, now that I'm thinking about it, we should not be in a position where we've used 5 substitutions by the 75th minute with a Stefano Sensi on the pitch.
Look, I can't criticize it, but how many times, guys, were we asking last year for some action to be taken? And for Conte to do something. And I think we've gone from one side of the spectrum to the complete opposite. And it's a massive juxtaposition of what we were asking for. And Gerald hits the nail on the head here. His starting lineup wasn't what it should have been. And he used his substitutes to compensate. And he used his substitutes to change and gather what he wanted to see at the beginning of the fixture. But these guys, they're athletes, they're sportsmen, they get tired. And I just think fatigue played a massive part today. And frustration. Kandreva played prime. He could have taken any team to the sword if he played the way he played today. You know.
You guys want to hear some player ratings that been just released?
Yeah, how they looking, Jono?
Probably what we expected. Handanovic was given a 5 out of 10. Skriniar 6 out of 10. De Vrij 6 out of 10. DiMarco a 7 out of 10. That would have
I
been
think
the only
just because of the goal. Yeah.
goal. Yeah. Damian a 5 out of 10.
Yeah.
Barella 8 out of 10.
Wow.
I think that's a bit high, to be honest. Other than that ball, I didn't think he had a great game.
He was everywhere, to say the least.
Yeah, okay, fair point. Brozovic a 6 out of 10. Hakan 6 out of 10. Perisic 5 out of 10. Dzeko 6 out of 10. Martinez 7 out of 10. And then the substitutes: Vidal 6, D'Ambrosio 7, Correa 7, Dumfries 6, and Sensi 6. I don't know how he gets a 6, but okay.
How does he score higher than Damian and Handanovic?
I have no idea.
My thoughts, because I was reading the same numbers as what you said. Look, if there was anything there, I would change. I don't know. I would probably, like, you look at Brozovic, he probably lost something because of the getting substituted off, but that tackle on Kandreva was required. He needed to do that, and he needed to do that then.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure. I thought Sensi was in doubt for this game. Marcus, no, he didn't play the last Italy fixture, so he was injured in Italy's last fixture. I think that was a term Mancini used to essentially be able to field a youth team. Sad and funny that Limoni keeps Sensi on the pitch, although being injured. He couldn't take
I saw him barking at him. Like, I swear I wouldn't be surprised if Sensi was asking to come off straight away. And Simone said something like, no, you keep the shape for an extra 5 minutes. Like, I've heard about you. You've done this before. You're not doing it for me. Conte used to get the shits at Sensi for doing this, for almost doing it. And then in the click of a finger going from, I'm not sure if I'm okay, to take me off right this second. Like, the entire structure of the team revolves around me and my physicality at some point. It's a joke.
I think Sensi is the guy who walks around the office with an empty folder, looking like he's doing work, but has no idea what's happening.
Yeah.
And I believe it was you who used that analogy before, Anthony.
There's heaps of people in the world that do this.
And I think he's taken advantage of the money he's earning at the club he's earning, because doctors have even said we don't know what's wrong with him. But we'll keep going through the comments because it's you guys we are doing this for. Kudos to 30 of you who are still here with us. I didn't see the match. How was Hunter's performance today? People will tell you he was terrible. I believe he saved us a couple of times. He had a great save. I think it was from a Kandreva shot. But Indrahari touches on the man who did save us, and that was D'Ambrosio.
Bro, that goal line clearance.
I just remembered that. You're right.
God.
How does he not get more than a
Bello
7?
Giocatore. I love D'Ambrosio now, man. I can't believe I'm finally saying it now, but that's incredible. That's an incredible goal line clearance.
And he's the same guy who's benched every player who's came in to replace him. And he got Hakimi sold because he wanted more time on the pitch, I promise you. Gerald, I wanted Perisic to rest. Come on, Inzaghi. He doesn't even start for Croatia anymore. The man's getting old. I feel the man's lacking motivation after winning the Scudetto with Inter and winning the treble with Bayern. I just think he's done everything he has had to do. Inzaghi and Conte are totally different. Conte knows how to play a defensive game, but we had boring football. Today we had a good game except the result. The second Barella went as a CDM, we could not get the ball out of our half. I don't know. blame.
I'm jumping in and going straight to Indra Hari. Drop Honda against Real. Risky debut for Radu at such a big game. I'm starting to get to the point now where every single time a shot comes into Handanovic, I'm just nervous, bro. Nervous.
How many times did the ball come to Honda today? It was
Not that
amazing.
many. Not that many, bro. Like it did, but still, there could have been more. Sampdoria they controlled majority of the possession, but they still couldn't execute anything in the final third. Inter, the way we conceded today was textbook Inter. You brain fart and you lose focus at moments in time that they should have just been normal clearances, bro. One of our defenders on that first goal should have cleared that out.
Yes, but today,
can I raise another point just on that point you just raised? Yeah. Now, did we mentally fade? Is that the not having Conte there effect, barking orders on the sideline? Have we relaxed and maybe lost that little bit?
No.
Or
Limon is still very vocal.
John, you got to understand this team. I don't know how. I think the numbers will talk for themselves. But from our preferred starting 11, how many of them would have been on international duty? How many of them?
A lot of them.
You know, it plays a massive part in all of this. Dropping Honda against Real is a massive, stupid risk.
Yeah,
Not just for Handanovic in goals. He wears the armband, right? Other than Inzaghi on the sideline, he's the only man on the pitch that the players should listen to. And you can't change that dynamic, right? You cannot take that dynamic out of the game. Because if you're taking that dynamic out of the game, do you know who you give the armband to? Not Skriniar. You give it to Vidal. Because he's the only other person on that pitch today that was, and I don't know if you saw it, Anth or Jono, but whenever there was a play or whenever he made a tackle, I think it was the yellow card he got, he was talking to Dzeko and he was saying, I looked there, I did this, blah, 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 blah. The guy is like a conductor of a symphony, an orchestra. You know he's there, and you know he reminds me of Gattuso, right? It's just something, it's something that he's got that grinta, that winner's mentality. The reason Conte brought him to Inter to begin with, we saw that tonight or this morning, wherever you are in the world. But back to Honda, that first goal, Dzeko deflected it. He went a completely different direction. That second goal, could Handanovic have done anything to stop that volley from Aguero? No. He couldn't have. So none of these goals today were his fault, right? But look, even with, and Indra Hari makes the point perfect here. We lost with Conte at Sampdoria. So already Inzaghi's done better than what Conte did. Just saying. Right?
Yeah, I'll play that. All
right, so let's go back a fortnight when we beat Hellas Verona, guys. Was anyone happy? Everyone was cheering. Oh, look at Correa, look at this, look at that. But no one spoke about why Inter were in the position they were in before Correa came on. Because let me tell you now, a guy debuting for the club should not be the reason the club is saved on that fixture.
100%.
Right? He should be debuting with the club to build the chemistry and build a bond with the team. Not be required to put 2 goals in to save the squad. Right? So no one criticised anything back then because we got the 3 points. Today, Inter played a great game against an even better Sampdoria.
Yeah.
No, there was a bit of criticism out because of that back pass that Honda gave to Brozovic, remember, which gave the goal away.
Honda gave to Brozovic?
Yeah, Honda gave a ball to Brozovic, a pass from to Brozovic, and then he got tackled and straight in. They scored straight off that.
But still, that was the volley?
No, not the volley.
The first goal was a set piece.
I'm talking about last week.
Oh, last week.
Last game. You're saying that there was no criticism in Correa. No, everyone was talking about Handanovic still stuffing up for us.
Look at Chesney,
Yeah,
right? Imagine that. Imagine.
we've had that. We've had that though. That's the
Yeah, but
thing.
2 games in a row,
Yeah,
they've dropped 6 points against Empoli and Napoli. 6 points. Juventus, we're talking. We're not talking Inter. We're not talking Lazio. We're not talking Milan. We're talking Juventus, the pinnacle of Italian football for the last 10 years, right? And Darian, thank you.
yeah.
Thank you. That's all I want to say, because the line's been drawn in the sand. Any squad in Italy, how do they measure greatness? They measure it against Juventus,
True.
right? The tides might be turning. I've said it many a time, but Jonathan, who do you change from our starting lineup come Real Madrid?
From today's starting lineup, I would start Dumfries. I would start, of course, Bastoni comes straight back in if he's okay, and I would probably start Correa and Martinez.
Yeah,
That's what I think. I think that would be our strongest to go against Real Madrid.
Anth.
I think if Bastoni is fit, you got to put him straight back into the lineup for sure.
Yeah.
We missed him big time today, bro. Missed him big
100%.
time. The more I'm reflecting on the game, I'm like, fuck, we were really missing something. And I think Bastoni was that guy. Other than that, man, you could almost go unchanged for me, but you won't do that because of fatigue. I wouldn't mind seeing Alexis Sanchez even start, to be honest, because right now, if I'd picture it by looking at their energy bar or their status bar, Lautaro's probably at 55%, Dzeko's probably at 60%, Alexis Sanchez is probably at 95% ready to go. He was training by himself. He joined back up with the squad on his own accord, on his own time, when he got the go-ahead from the trainer at Appiano to say you can now join the training squad. This was still 2 days before international duty finished. I'm very surprised he didn't take the field tonight. I'm very surprised he didn't get minutes. So that's what I think. I'm actually thinking Alexis Sanchez has a pivotal role to play against Real Madrid, man, but that's just me.
I'd take Cholanohu out and I'd chuck in Vidal.
Yeah, I'd actually second that. Actually, that's actually not a bad move.
I think our midfield, Cholanohu's the one with no Champions League experience, and I don't think clearly he never played Champions League at AC. I don't know where he was before that. So you really got to take him out. I'm with Anth in starting potentially Sanchez, Dzeko, but I wouldn't be surprised with Sanchez, Correa, because as much as we love Correa,
do we really think that Dzeko is going to be starting again though? 2 days after this game?
anything's possible.
I think, honestly, man, if you're asking me right now, I reckon Sanchez is starting next to Lautaro in this game, or Lautaro is standing next to Correa. It's got to be one of those. I don't think Dzeko's starting in this one, man. Dzeko played 96 minutes tonight, bro. I really don't think Edin Dzeko is starting against Real Madrid.
I don't think we should be relying on him as well to be starting and playing as many minutes as what we're asking of him.
Yeah, man, and we're going to keep having those. We're going to keep having those moments this season where you can tell the stark difference between having a hitman up front like Romelu Lukaku in his physical and mental peak, and having an Edin Dzeko who, even though he's still very, very, very motivated, very hardworking, he's at the far, far, far back end of his career.
My question, guys, is DeMarco a centre back?
No.
He's not. He's played there before, but has Ranocchia. The thing is, bro, the way that we have been able to tailor that back three next to Handanovic, it's very, very good, man. It's very good. In a different day, we win the Europa League final against Sevilla and we win the Scudetto. Like, it's a very good back three. There's only three of them. So you take 33% of them out in Bastoni. It's hard, bro.
You take 33% of them out in Bastoni and you chuck in Ranocchia. We have seen what he's capable of, even as Ranocchia.
Bro, Bruno, today you bring Ranocchia in, no one scores the first free kick. And DeMarco, even though defensively he wasn't great, he was still getting out to certain positions.
No one scores the first free kick. But do they score their first goal if Ranocchia is there?
Look, at the end of the day, Ranocchia isn't left-footed and doesn't play left centre back anyway. So he plays at the head of a trident. So you'd be shifting De Vrij out to a left centre back position there. So
which we've seen
as long as it wasn't Kolarov. But to be honest, DeMarco wasn't poor today. It's just that
he wasn't poor. It's just
DeMarco at centre back, having DeMarco at left centre back and Perisic at left wing back, it's not really going to work.
No, this is where we needed Damian on that side potentially.
That's what I was about to say. That will be the only other valid replacement I believe that we have in our squad would be you have Damian there as a replacement. We're not bringing Kolarov in, that's for sure.
But overall, I don't know if anyone else comes into that squad and changes much in today's fixture. I think we need to look forward. We've got an exciting campaign coming up, and I'm actually a lot more excited for this Champions League run because it is something you really want to. And Ali mentioned that Correa was fantastic in the UCL last season for Lazio, and he was. Definitely was. Intrahari, he's come out and he said Dzeko ran a lot this game. You can't start him against Real. Well, I think we've spoken. We've got potentially Sanchez Correa or Sanchez Martinez.
Martinez's goal today was actually freaking incredible, man, to be honest.
Look, you could put anyone there and they would have absolutely fluffed that one up.
I agree.
It took a lot of composure to hit that on the volley the way he did and get it in the goal. Perisic hindered Marco. I like this point. DeMarco performed worse because Perisic did not perform to the standard he should have.
He wasn't good.
It put a lot more pressure on DeMarco because technically DeMarco's the defender in this fixture, whereas Perisic, he can shrug the blame off. And I didn't think of it like that, Gerald. I've really enjoyed having Gerald in our chat for this live stream. He has been that fourth board member here who's had a chat with us this whole thing. So that's a really good point. But yeah, who's next? Bologna?
Who do we have next?
I believe after.
Other than Real.
I didn't think it was Bologna.
Yeah, Bologna.
No, you're probably right. It is at home, at Appiano.
At home, yeah. 19th.
It's going to be a tough game. However, they've got they've got Verona on Tuesday
against Real Madrid.
3 days after that.
Yeah.
Saturday night.
Yeah.
Sunday.
What time Saturday night?
No, Sunday, 2 a.m.
2 a.m. Sunday after we play Thursday morning in the Champions League.
Yeah.
Then we travel to Fiorentina.
Genoa lines up with Maksimovic. Maksimovic is starting for Genoa. Storaro starts in midfield. Destro returns back to the starting lineup. So is Pandev. Cambiasso starts on the left. Rovella leads the anchor in the midfield. It's a decent-looking team. Genoa is not a shit-looking team this season on paper. It's just that they're managed by Ballardini, who's a bit of a pleb. Sorry, I shouldn't say that, but he's just not a good boss. He's not a good manager. Game starting late.
Real Madrid's on tomorrow as well, and they're in a pretty good run of form.
Big up to the 21 people who have stuck around because we're pretty much at like the shit talking end of this video. So thanks. That's really nice of you. What other games are on at the moment? Is there another game that could be watched? And it shouldn't surprise anyone to say that no, I have not located a stream yet for the Catania game, and I have been searching. If I've gone quiet, it's because I'm looking for a stream. Can't find one.
Atletico Madrid's currently playing.
I'll be back in 30 seconds.
Yeah, Espanyol 1-0 against Atletico.
My multi's not looking good.
It's same as mine.
But yeah,
Guys,
gonna watch general Cullion.
What else did you think about the game tonight? Let's get some more comments up, Bruno.
Yeah, look, I think we've covered it. Perisic is 32. He's played all 3 games for Croatia in the national break. OC, he was trash. Of course, I'm assuming OC is. I'm not up to date with current trends. I'm assuming it's Gerald from one Serie A fixture to another, man. Good luck. Hopefully, it's as entertaining as what this game was. Look, to the neutrals, this would have been a fantastic fixture overall.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what, guys? I'm gonna be a bit selfish again. I'm gonna give us a plug. So, for all who don't know, you can catch Jonathan and myself as we do a European weekly catch-up on our sister channel at Football Worldwide, where we cover Europe's 5 main leagues from EPL, La Liga, Bundesliga, Liga 1, as well as the Serie A. Anthony actually has his Serie A roundtable where it's a lot less biased than Inter Worldwide, and he talks a lot better. You get a lot of honest opinions from a round table of people, a panel of people. So you'll be able to catch them there on Inter Worldwide and on Football Worldwide. I'm getting my lines crossed again. But yeah, so that's probably where you'll see a lot more conversation about this. But don't forget to head over there.
In saying that as well, guys, we've got a brand new show coming up where we're going to be covering all Champions League football and all that as well. So Inter will definitely be mentioned in that. So be sure to catch us on there.
Yeah, but overall, I'm going to give my final thoughts because I'm going to go watch another fixture somewhere else.
I'm watching the Formula One.
Oh, has that started?
It's about to.
Oh, well, I got to go watch that. What about Kolarov? There's a role in the team. Can't we play him as left winger? Not against Kandreva. I'm sorry. You could not. Kolarov would get eaten alive against Kandreva. That's my honest opinion. But look, guys, I'm going to be quite honest here with you all. I am not disappointed with the result. The result itself did not disappoint me, and I was even more pleased with it after we went down to 10 men with 15 minutes to go roughly. And yeah, look, I think it's just we've set such a high standard for Inter as Inter fans, and so rightly so. You got to really understand last season was phenomenal, and we got to the point where it's like, well, how much did Inter win by today? It was never too bad. But overall, I think you gotta weigh up all of the options here. And international break, players only just returning, Champions League around the corner. You got a lot of things happening on a lot of people's minds. Shout out to the 21 people here. Jonathan, you have some fan comments?
I just wanted to give a mention to these guys that are still commenting. It's the least that we can do, seeing that they're getting these comments still going. Hunter had an okay game, but still has to be replaced soon, in my opinion. If you guys don't trust Radu on how you should get bought in January for $5 million. Yeah,
yes, 100%. Bring Onana in now if it costs us a little bit more. But I'm just worried that the thing is when you've got a player like that who's got only 3.5 to 4 months left of legal contract, it means he's already a month and a half deep into his negotiation phase. So he's free to negotiate now. So we need to wrap it up ASAP before a club just comes out of nowhere and offers like 1/3 more salary, or B, even worse, like communicates well with Ajax, and there's some sort of preference there.
So he's actually a free agent because of his legal thing. He's not on contract, and Ajax have no intention of re-signing him. But yes, he should be snapped up now. I don't think he can actually negotiate a contract until his ban is over, though. That's my understanding. So as soon as his thing's done in January, that's when
What's he
it's
banned
supposed to
for?
be pretty much done.
Recreational drug use, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or no, banned substance, something
And
like that.
substance.
It might not be recreational, actually, it might be performance related.
No idea.
It's drug use, but
It is drug use, yes. Sub-Zero,
After-
after these performances, I'm not too excited for the UCL. I think compared to last season, look, this is a very different Real Madrid side. Shakhtar is going to be a very different side as well with De Zerbi there. So, and Sheriff, I don't actually know too much about them.
Sheriff are the whipping boys of the group and will somehow...
We were the whipping boys of last year's group, and we ended up being the champions. So don't go too far there, buddy.
No, look, Sheriff are predicted to be the whipping boys of the group, but you know, I was about to say, don't be shocked if Inter drops points against them. But overall, I think it might be a copy and paste from last season's Champions League, but it's definitely not the same team.
Will Lazio finally have a hit against Milan? You know what? That's going to be an entertaining game. I actually think Lazio got a very good chance to beat Milan. That's going to be a good game. What's your thought on that one, Ed?
I think it's going to be great, man, and I can't stay awake until 2 a.m. to watch it. I really wish I could. If I didn't have work tomorrow, man, I would stay awake to watch it. I think Sardi's boys are going to be well-oiled for this one, bro. It's in their best interest to keep this game compact because on the counter-attack, they'll be exposed to a little bit. They need to avoid giving space to Milan's midfielders and avoid giving them too much time on the ball because Tonali's starting to grow into his own. I'm pretty sure Kessier will be back for this one. Nice foul there. Sorry, I'm just watching Cagliari and Genoa in the background. I'm pretty sure they start Salamakers on the right-hand side. He's not the most ideal player for them, but he's still putting in the hard yards. Milan know how to grind out results, bro. They grinded it out all the way till last season, and then with 2 rounds to go when they finally dropped out of the top 4 and everybody, including myself, was like, that's it, man. They're done. They ended up scraping back and finishing second. As long as they've got one of Ibrahimovic and Giroud present on the pitch, they're always a chance, bro. Always more than a chance. So it's hard to go past them a lot.
On that note, guys, I think that's it for me for tonight.
Yeah,
I just watched
it's a good time. It's a good time for Inter Worldwide to call it, man. Big up if you're one of the last 20 here at the moment. So from Bruno, Jono, myself, I wish it was on better terms, but hey, this was a pretty premeditated result. Like we could be a lot angrier at dropping points than we are right now. But when it's all said and done, when you look at the 1s and 0s of this game, it'll come down to a few different factors, and there are a couple of those factors that can be rectified. That one being that tonight, I think we can all agree, boys, the Stefano Sensi train, I think it's come to an end. Jono, would you say that tonight it actually came to a proper end?
To me, I was very hopeful with how he had started the beginning of the season, but I think tonight was literally, I don't know what happened for me mentally, maybe because I've had a lot of injuries in my own time with sports and that type of thing, but I know how to push forward and that type of stuff. And look, we don't know how bad the injury is at the moment and that, but for me, that was done. Even for that stat that Bruno brought up earlier, that he's almost the last 5 years, he's had almost a complete year off. You can't keep coming back from that. Like, I don't think he's got the mental strength out to be able to push through anymore. So to me, he's a waste of a spot on the bench and a waste of a substitute now. That's how I know, and I know it might sound pretty harsh, but he's not Inter caliber anymore. What he has to offer is not good enough for the amount of time he spends out.
He's definitely in our European squad, at least for halfway half of the season until we're able to review it in January before the
But he
knockout
was in our
stages.
European squad last season and he didn't play.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Let's
Anyway,
not-
boys, it was nice. Thank you to everybody watching. Like the video if you're still here, and I'll see you in a couple of days for sure. Ciao, Forza Inter.
Ciao.
Ciao.